MMA Show, the big prize, we don't switch sides, never lay low. Big Brian Petrie here to serve it to you raw. Ahead and novice in the duo, show you how to play the card, huh? Get live, it's the BigJive MMA Show, the big prize, we don't switch sides, never lay low. Big Brian Petrie here to serve it to you cold. Hey, Jive, yeah, the duo making plays and make them bold. Get live, it's the BigJive MMA Show.
That intro is just, it gets me every time. Big Griff kills it. What's up, boys? Hey, how you doing, bud?
Feel amazing. Feel amazing. It's a beautiful day outside. We got an Apex card to break down tonight, and then we got the White House card next week.
Whoo.
At a better place. I mean, coming off of a UFC Macau card, we get another card to roll in. We get a Bully B fight week. I know you got your shirt on.
Bully.
You're hyped up for the Bully B fight week.
Yes, sir.
I have a lot to say about that main event, I'm sure, later on. We got Russ joining the show later on as well.
Captain Russ.
Bring some fire to the show. How about you, BP? How are you feeling tonight?
Feeling good. Feeling good. Caffeined up, which is great. Just made my girls a little pizza. They're out there on their iPads on the roadblocks with some pizza. So we're firing all sorts. I actually like this card a lot. You got to weed through some of the shit early on. There's some kind of shitty stuff like early. But I think there's some fun fights here. I mean, we got some names. I mean, Bully, we got Brandon Allen. You know, we got some guys on here to keep an eye on. So I'm actually excited for this. This is a really good, because I think he can deliver a fun card. And then of course all attention's going to be on the White House, which is, I mean, once in a lifetime situation.
It's going to be massive. A lot of people that I never talk about fights with ask me, is this White House card really happening?
Yeah.
Is like, how are you excited for this White House card? I'm like, yeah, it's fucking happening. Is this going to be a real mainstream thing?
I know.
Going on next week, so I'm excited for it. And,
Trump said today he might keep the claw thing they built that you've been seeing picture. He's like, well, I might keep it. It looks so great. I'm like, all right, dude.
They could hold more events there.
I know, yeah.
Maybe some concerts and shit. Who knows? But how we doing, chat? We got the usuals: Loco MMA, Acid Legs Fan, Lazy Bet MMA, KO Parlay, Trindaddy in the chat as
Trendy boy.
Tonight, fellas. Andy 1975, Hayden and Brian. I watch every episode, every live, every video. Y'all are appreciated. Always keep it up. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Andy. Appreciate it, brother.
You guys, of course, we wouldn't have the chat to talk to. And I was actually thinking about this before. I'm like, it kind of triggered me a little bit because I got one of those bullshit hate comments on my most recent video. And honestly, it just kind of ticks me off sometimes because at the end of the day, we're on here for over 2 hours on live stream.
Yeah.
How much money do we make off this BP?
$0.
Pretty much zero. There's we'll get a couple of $10 chats or there was a $50 chat.
Oh, right. No, the chat. Yeah. But
like,
no, like actually showing up in the seat every Wednesday, like nothing.
Yeah, very, very little. So we're here for over 2 hours a week. And obviously you guys appreciate it. That's why we do it. And we appreciate you for joining. So we appreciate any support that is out there. And we appreciate the love to know that we're actually doing something that people enjoy. Brian, watch yourself, boy. Oh, boy.
That's the guy. It's the guy. He's back, man.
What's going on, brother? Lance, got your card. I put it in a little ticket. So hopefully you should be getting your Holly Home card very soon.
Nice.
Haven't already.
Shout out, Lance. I'm
looking at my my cards right now, and I don't see it in my account. So that means they probably transferred it over to you. It's a good thing they got that through. Acid Leg Fan, I share a birthday with Trump. So does BP's daughter.
My daughter does as well, brother.
And in Australia, we'll be streaming Monday morning, but managed to book it off to watch the card, baby. Attaboy.
Nice.
Attaboy.
Nice.
Keep mogging them, boys. We are. Time is valuable. Valuable. So the fact that we're giving you 2.5 hours every single week in one sitting, the least you could do is throw us a like.
What was the comment that pissed you off?
Dude, I don't even know. I'd have to look. Maybe.
I saw one on mine and I didn't respond to it. I wanted to respond to it. The guy was very upset that like we left to get a drink or something.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, he's like, get your sodas and your water beforehand. It's unprofessional. I'm thinking, dude, we do 2 hours straight. Like, can I go take a piss if I have to? Right? Like, you watch Rogan's podcast, those guys are getting up all the time, pissing and grabbing stuff. Like, what are we doing here? If it wasn't live, you edit it out. But it's live. Like, the guy was very upset.
I'm looking through. I think it was you are the worst gambler I've ever met.
That got you?
Really? I don't think that got me, honestly.
That's not true. So
true. I think it was on my early picks video. I think somebody said, like, why even make a video if you haven't done the research?
Oh, yeah.
Like, dude, I make the early picks video so that people that DM me early in the week have like a way to see where my head's at going into the fights.
Sure.
I got so much going on. I can only take it one card at a time. So for me to have the research done, before on like Sunday, like I just can't do that, guys. I'd rather not put out some bullshit thing. I'd rather put out and say that these are my early thoughts before I go into the tape. Monday and Tuesdays where I really lock in on the film study. Sundays. Yeah. We got a $2 dono, $1.99. Brian looks like Triple P from Keno Casino. Look it up.
I have to look that up. I bet it's just your generic fat guy.
Oh,
it's this dude right here. Wait, hold on. Which one?
This guy?
It's got to be that guy, right?
Dang, dude.
That's rough, bro.
Dirty. Did you dirty, man?
That's rough, man.
Guy looks, he definitely has something.
That's right. I appreciate the dono. I guess you can dono and say whatever you want.
Looks like a nice guy. Looks like a guy that I could get along with.
I get every picture I saw of him. He's like screaming. He's like animated. It is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, could be worse.
Yeah. Well, no, that's pretty worse. But we'll take the dono, boo.
Another $2.79 Canadian. Keep on keeping on, boys. Real ones stay loyal to you. I appreciate that, brother.
Guy. Thank you, brother.
That's why we're here every single Wednesday.
Yes, sir. We do it for the chat. Hayden and I get along great. That's why we do the show. We clicked, and 3PC kind of put us together. It was an idea to put us together. I was on Hayden's show prior, but the chat is where it's at. The comments, the chat, the people listening, everyone that shows up every Wednesday. It's great. I don't need to get paid to do this. I get paid with the love you guys are giving me. And this is a sport I love. This is what I want to do. And I couldn't do it with a better partner in Hayden. So, I don't mind the chirps. I like the chirps. I think they're funny.
I like the chirps.
But there are some that you're just like, why did that one bother me? What did this one do? You know what I mean? Like, why did that? I guess the short stuff bothers me. I had to post that picture on Instagram to prove that I'm not short. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, everyone just keeps saying I'm 5'4". I'm this. I'm like, no, guys, I'm not. I know. And I asked my buddy. I said, I went to the fights with him, or I watched fights with him 2 weeks ago. He's known me since second grade. I'm like, I keep getting these short comments. Like, what is it? And he goes, dude, it's because your face is so big and fat that a lot of people don't attribute that to someone who's tall, right? Bilal's 5'11", and I'm fucking beasting over homeboy there. And the first thing I said, that's the first time I met Bilal. And the first thing I did when I dapped him up is he looked up at me and he was like, I did not think you were this fucking tall. I said, yeah,
it's kind of like MMA Guru. Everybody thought he was a fat kid in
Everyone thought he was paraplegic, I thought, didn't they?
Yeah.
They thought he was in a fucking wheelchair.
And then it turns out he's 6'4" and he's got some muscle to him.
He did. He was chubby. Then he got in good shape. Yeah, he did get in some good shape.
Another $1.99 from Colton H99. BigJive and Christian Braun from the Nuggets are twins. That is the number one comparison that I get.
You get him the most?
I
don't know this guy either. Look him up.
I honestly got tagged in a Christian Braun lookalike contest.
Wow.
From the Nuggets. They were doing a contest for
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Yeah, I can see it. But when he grows his facial hair out, he's almost like kind of, I mean, he's a white dude, right? But he grows his facial hair out, he almost kind of looks ambiguous. Like he almost can look like a black dude, right? My buddy I did the podcast with, Timbo, shout out Timbo, white dude. Everyone thought, they're like, he's a black guy. They thought he's a white dude from Virginia. They thought he looks like Drake a little bit, and they're like, dude, he's black, right? All people, like even my personal friends, like, hey, saw the show. That Timbo guy, like, what is he? He's a black dude, right? No, he's a white dude.
I do get Jake Hadley sometimes from a couple select accounts. I don't know if they're just trying to troll me or what, but yeah, I told my wife that. I said people think I look like Jake Hadley when he was fighting recently.
Yeah,
she was like, yeah, maybe an ugly version.
Ugly version, sure.
Ugly version of you, not an ugly version of
You're
Jake.
Not an ugly version of Hadley. I got it. Your wife's holding you down. I got it. Yeah.
Justin made it at work. Supposed to be working.
Thank you, Justin.
That eventually. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Justin's
What do you say? Let's recap how we did
it.
UFC Macau. It was quite a while ago at this point. You're empty the clip.
Yeah, we hit, baby. We hit. Thank you.
Is that a hit? Are we gonna call that a hit?
Yeah, bro. I mean, I won the bet. Did I get minus 102? No. I didn't get minus 102, but I did win. And I'm glad Perez faked the nut shot. I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
He faked it?
Dude, he was fake barfing. No vomit came out.
I don't know.
Some guy on Twitter was arguing with me. He goes, he won the first round. It was a very close first round. Yeah, but then he got dropped. And when you're in there, you feel somebody. And Perez probably thought he could bully Sue Majari, and he couldn't. And he found a way out. The eye poked and the nut shot. It's a grazing shot. There's no real damage. I don't want to cast aspersions, but there's a lot of funky shit that always happens with Alec Perez anyway. I'm glad they go with no contest, because for a minute there, I mean, I would have taken it because I had Perez. There's a minute there that they were going to fucking, they might have DQ'd Sue Majari, which I didn't think was the right call. I'm glad it was a no contest push, and then Song Yadong looked amazing. I did not think he'd win by submission, but he looked great. Like I figured he would.
Funny, because on the live stream,
yeah,
we we have a bet on every fight, and I'm like, I think Sumadarchi wins. I put a poll out there, and the chat voted for Perez, and I said, fuck it, we're gonna trust BP. It's his empty the clip.
Yeah,
let's put some money on Alex Perez. And as soon as the fight started, I went, This is reminding me of Mandel Nalo all over again. Dude.
I felt, brother, the first round was competitive, but I felt after that first round, after a couple exchanges, and when Sue shrugged off his takedowns, I'm like, we're in trouble.
Like, oh, didn't Sue take him down at the end of round 1 too?
He did, yeah. And I'm just like, we're in trouble, boys.
We're done. Yeah, so that contest definitely worked out for both of us there. So that is a W, though. Minus 600 on Song comes through for BP on his empty the clip. My empty the clip also came through.
Yes, sir.
In the matter of seconds. In the matter of seconds.
To bring me my money.
We also played Pavlovich round 1 and the under a half a round on the live stream. So that was a big cash for the live chat there. And it was a beautiful play. I mean, I really thought that was exactly how it was going to go. We almost doubled down and took Sergey within 60 seconds.
That'd be nice.
But I already had a ton of exposure on it, so I laid off. Some people took him to win in 60 seconds in the chat, so they cashed out. Easy empty the clip W there. We moved to 8-1 on the empty clip. The 3-punch parlay.
What we got?
You want to explain yourself, PT?
What do you mean?
You want to explain yourself?
Yeah, I backed a fraud. We would have won if it wasn't for me. I backed a fraud 100%. I kind of knew it going in as well. I thought that Menefield because I know Menefield was with Pat Barry, then he went back to Fortis. Now he's back with Pat Barry. I thought being back with Pat Barry, Zhang would win even more, because I thought no game plan. Homeboys just go out there and swing, which he kind of did, but Zhang is soft. And got tired pretty quick as well, which is weird. Figured to be a little bit motivated after the last time he fought in China. No excuses, though. I backed the wrong horse there in Zhang. I really thought Zhang would win. I had a Zhang ticket. I had Zhang by KO. And yeah, that blew up on me. So this one's on me. This one's on my shoulders, boys. I take this one.
Another L for the 3-punch parlay. And it was funny because we were on the live stream and we saw Alonzo walk out with Pat Barry. Yeah. Only Pat Barry, the only guy in his corner. Yeah,
that's what he does.
And I said, dude, Alonzo's been in a hotel room with Pat Barry for an entire week. Yeah. This has to be him just cutting costs and showing up for a paycheck.
Right.
Little did I know, being in a hotel room with Pat Barry for a week makes you want to kill a man. Okay, he went out there and wanted to kill him.
I thought he wanted to get out of China as quick as possible.
Yeah.
Right. Being with Pat Barry, because he went with Pat, because obviously Pat's a decorated kickboxer, but he's also, the gym he's got has a lot of heavyweights. And Pat is now transitioning to a coach. But then he left and went back to Fortis, and now he's back with Pat. So I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I mean, it worked. I mean, he fought, I mean, dangerously. I mean, he put hands on Zhang, which is what you got to do. He didn't fight scared. He wasn't scared to get knocked out. And he's a big old boy, and he fucking knocked him out, dude. Walked him. Yeah, that was a bad one.
Yeah, 2-15 is absolutely brutal, boys.
Yeah, it's right. It's disgusting. It's just it's absolutely disgusting.
We're on a terrible streak too. I think we might have been like 2-3 at one point. I think we might have lost like 12 in a row.
Oh, shit.
It's really bad. It's really, really bad.
It's bad, boys.
BP is up on the air on his sicko parlay. He didn't cash last week. Nah, he's also 2-15.
Yeah.
We're up 21.59 units. The only one you got through was Asakura KO. That was pretty easy.
Yeah, it was easy. I mean, some other men, you know, his pre-UFC days, chin was a little weak. Chin's proven to be kind of weak in UFC. Asakura, I did not realize, I mean, I know this was in China, but I did not realize how big of a star he was in Japan. Like, this guy is like mega, mega famous. So he went out there and had to perform, looked really good at 135. He's still going to struggle with grapplers, but if they give him strikers at 135, it's going to be a fun fight every time. I'm going to be tuned in. Carlson Harrison, listen, I mean, that was a shot. Jake Matthews, you never know what you're going to get. Plus 290. Carlson Harrison's cooked. He's washed. I mean, Jake Matthews fought a really smart fight.
Did he?
Well, yeah, because he could have finished and he chose not to. And if he went in and tried to finish, maybe his ass would get finished. You know what I mean? And he didn't even care about the finish. When they asked him, he's like, well, we thought you were going to go for a finish. He's like, maybe next time. Like, that dude needed a win. He just wanted to win.
That's crazy. How do you go into a fight where there's extra money on the line and say, don't need it?
He didn't care. He didn't try. He had a dead body in front of him and could have finished.
He made him kiss the canvas and then he proceeded to grapple him.
And then in the first round, every time he landed strikes on Harris was on skates. Like his footing was off. Just put a little, but I think he was afraid to get caught. I think that's what he was.
Like Eagle Price out there.
Yeah.
He stumbled everywhere. Like
yeah. And then the Zhang KO, that obviously was what happened. And Song KO, I really thought was confident. I should have probably been smart and played by finish, but I never in a million years thought he was going to lock up a guillotine. Bro. So it is what it is. But I just, I knew Song Dong was going to go out there and cruise, and he did. And Devis and Figueroa, talk about show up for a paycheck. He showed up for a paycheck.
That was a fucking sell job, dude.
Yeah.
That was the definition of like an older fighter taking the way out. I mean,
100%.
You don't tap to that if you're actually going in there trying to win a fight. Didn't even try to like defend the guillotine whatsoever. He's like, oh, he put me in it. I'm gonna tap. I'm out of here. I mean, that was bad.
No, like, for a guy who I know he trains with alpha male and they got guillotines, but a guy who's never won by guillotine and you tap that quick, being a jiu-jitsu black belt, brother, come on, man, come on. Yeah, that's like I'm reading between the lines.
I'll take the paycheck. Like you look at that, and then you look at the guillotine Aljo was in against Zalal.
Right.
Like Aljo, clearly he's won a couple in a row. Like he's there to win. So he fights out of it. Figgy?
How about the guillotine my boy Tommy McMillan was in over David Mungin on the Contender Series and fought out of that?
A bit different, just based on the level. I was going more so for the main events.
I got you. I just had to talk about Tommy Gunn a little bit here.
Big fight for Tommy Gunn coming up.
Yeah, tough fight. Alberto
Montes. Yeah, that should be a good one. Well, I'm actually I'm not glad that Davison tapped to that guillotine in round 2, because if this was the only leg that didn't hit, then I would be more pissed. But Louis Garule cost me a lot of coin on Saturday. A lot of coin.
Let's get do that.
He also just didn't defend the fucking choke. I don't know what his issue was there. I don't know if he just sold it or if he just didn't think it was tight and then it got tight. Didn't fight the hands whatsoever. And that was the only play on the DFS plays for those that tail him that lost. And that cost us a 65x payout, a 20x payout as well. Man. So that was a brutal loss there. But
that one stings there for BigJive. That stings for you. I mean, I'm not gonna say I was on the other side and whatever. I'm not that kind of guy. But yeah, I mean, Garule to me, I mean, the setup for the choke was so goddamn impossibly slow. Like a blue belt could seen it coming, and I mean, again, it was almost like the figure he kind of wanted out, right? He just fought 14 days ago. He didn't look to be in the best shape physically. His body looked a little looser. And again, these guys aren't getting paid a ton of money. Take a short notice fight. They'll probably get up your purse a little bit, especially flying to China. He wanted to get paid. He went out there and fought, but I think once he got his neck in that position, he's like, okay, fuck it.
Yeah, I think it caught up to him quick.
Yeah,
but like, dude, if somebody has their arm near your neck, you got to be fighting that.
Yeah,
like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
you just like your ego or something? I don't understand.
Right.
We got some talk about some Myles Garrett getting traded. We're going NFL chat tonight.
Oh yeah, Myles Garrett got traded from the Browns to the Rams a couple days ago. Which, as a Bengals fan, I'm extremely happy because he's out of the division. Myles Garrett is always a fucking wrecker.
Yeah.
And my boy Mitchell Zucker's in the chat. He's technically an Ohio boy. He lives out in Arizona. He's a California dude as well, but he's a big Browns fan. He's sitting there fighting it. They got Jarrett Verse and they got some picks. I mean, it's not like they got a scrub. So, but I mean, Myles Garrett.
Oh, they got Verse?
Yeah, they got Jarrett. Yeah,
Ooh.
Jarrett Verse and Myles Garrett, and then they got a first round pick next year, and then some other draft picks. Later. They haven't named them yet. Yeah.
Actually not bad. That's actually a pretty good deal for the Browns.
Yeah. And
Verse is a monster, dude. So
yeah, Verse is good.
Gotta have the Browns talk. Why not? Why not?
Why not, baby?
All right, what do you say, BP? Should we hop into these fights?
Let's hop into it, brother.
All right, well, to start us off, we got a strawweight bout. Ketlin Souza comes in at -300, taking on the biggest arms this side of the Mississippi. Ariane comes in at +250. Ariane coming off a submission loss to Talita Alencar. She's 33, looking to save her job most likely. Ketlin Souza 3-3 in the UFC as well, but she's coming off a win to Bruna Brazil. Before that, split decision loss to Piera Rodriguez and a split decision loss to Angela Hill. Shout out to Angela Hill. We didn't even talk about her, but Angie coming through as always.
So great.
Ketlin, big favorite here. Women's MMA to start us off on the night. What do you think here, BP? Chicks.
I do know chicks. And both these are studs. You know what I mean? They like the opposite sex. I like Souza here. Souza's violent, right? And Carnelosi's, this is why I tell people, my buddies will be like, they'll send me a picture of like a real buff guy. Like, you think you could beat him in a fight, or you think he could beat John Jones or whatever. And it's like, dude, just because you have muscles don't mean shit. That means shit. Carnelosi is the proof of that. Yes, she's a professional fighter, but she got all these muscles, don't mean shit. She might be physically strong in there, cool, but she's got really no game that I like. Her top game's not great. Her striking's not great. She's incredibly slow. I think Ketlin Souza can be violent in there. She's not like the most potent finisher in the world, but she can get after it. She stood up with Angie Hill for 3 rounds, lost a split decision. Piera Rodriguez took her down 7 times, which is ugly, but rebounded well against Bruna Brazil, which I think everyone does. I just think Souza is the play here. -300, it's kind of crazy to me. It's not something I'm running the window to play. I don't trust Souza 300. I don't trust her 300. But I mean, this is like, if you're really desperate for a parlay, trust old BP, throw her in the parlay. You'll be all right. But I'm talking like, big parlay. We're talking like couple leggers. You want to take 5 and turn it into a couple grand. Souza might be the play here. I would love for her to get a finish over Carnelosi, because I do think Souza has that ability. I mean, she's got a couple submissions on her record, but I do think she has that ability. She hasn't really just shown it yet. And Carnelosi, I do think, can fold. But I'm going to take Souza, just money line, put her in a parlay. Don't even think about it.
Yeah, I agree. Souza by whatever. Moneyline parlay piece. I think that's pretty solid as well. John Ray, I take a picture of Ariani to the gym with me when I
trained out. That's smart,
those
bro.
shoulders are insane, dude.
She's big.
I don't understand how she gets those shoulders.
Genetics, bro.
Genetics. Yeah, right. Genetics.
Eating pussy. I don't know. There's something about it.
There's something powerful.
Yeah.
Going on.
She's doing something.
Souza should fucking roll here, dude. This is a rematch, which is kind of crazy. 7 years ago, they fought 2019.
Right.
Arnolosi body kicked her in round 3 for a TKO. But I think they're at very different places in their career. I think Souza's made a lot of improvements. I think she's a really solid fighter. Going to split with Angie and Pierre Rodriguez, I'm not going to hold that against you. My one thing that I don't like with Souza is I think she's a bit of an idiot. I think she doesn't have the best fight IQ. I don't think she makes the best decisions in there. And that was evident in her last fight against Bruna Brazil, where she kept going into the clinch. It made no sense whatsoever. I had a solid bet on Souza to get it done there at near pick'em. And I also had a bet on her to get a finish. And she kept hurting Bruno with every punch she landed. And then she kept just like going into the clinch, trying to take her down. And Bruno's like 6 feet tall. She can't take her down. And I'm like, dude, you're clearly the better striker here. What are we doing?
Right.
She didn't land a single takedown. I think she shot 8 times or something like that. Or she landed 1. Yeah, she shot 8 times. But most of that control time was just her pushing her up against the cage. I think Souza is the better striker. I don't think Carnellosi is going to be able to hold her on the ground either. I think there's a big difference in speed and just overall like punching ability. I think Souza's a lot more fluid. Carnellosi very stiff, and Carnellosi pressures into punches. So I think Souza can get a finish here. Right now, that's like plus 280.
Yeah,
I'm definitely eyeing that up. Definitely eyeing that one up. How's it going, boys? Vince, what's going on, brother?
Vince.
As Carnellosi's feet got more definition than my biceps, dude.
Yeah.
Have you seen her feet? I've never seen her feet.
I've never seen her feet either, but I'd only assume that is correct. Yeah, I mean, she is. I mean, everything. I mean, her teeth have muscles on them. I mean,
she may be soft to the body, but I mean, Bruner was landing some big knees to the body, and I mean, those would hurt. If those aren't putting you down, I don't think Carnellosi's going to land anything to the body. Yeah. That kick that she landed in that fight too, like I think it just touched the liver. Honestly, it was like a front kick. It landed on the right side of her stomach, so it might have been a liver kick. Who knows? But Souza should roll here, boys. Let's go to some more ladies. Big week for BP. 3 ladies MMA fights, and they're all very low level fights.
They are. They're not great.
Flyweight battle, we got Yesel Chavez coming in at minus 375, taking on Eunice Dubin, sits at plus 310. Dubin suffered her first loss in her UFC debut, a head kick KO loss to Carly Judice, and Yesel Chavez 6-0, making her UFC debut after a decision victory on the Contender Series. And it was a great fight. Really solid women's MMA fight. A lot of blood, a lot of back and forth. And before that, she was on the old demo fight ring in the regional scene where she was fighting absolutely nobodies. Dubin was fighting absolutely nobodies, and she got a big KO on the Contender Series. So, yeah, I mean, they're both very, very low level, very unproven, and yet we have a minus 375 favorite on Chavez. Do you agree, BP?
Yeah, I actually agree with this number. Again, it'd be tough for me to play because Dubin, listen, she's got the one knockout. She's a huge underdog on the Contender Series. Landed that big overhand right over the little pretty Shannon Clark from Canada, whatever. Everyone wanted the Canadian to win. You know, Canadians MMA is blooming. Dubin upset at that. Then she comes in against Carly Judice and gets knocked out by a head kick in round 1. Chavez none of them have fought anybody, but her fight against Sofia Montenegro, she showed something. A lot of volume, a lot of toughness. It was a close fight. 3 rounds. She went out there and landed 85 strikes, and she didn't put her foot on the gas or didn't take her foot off the gas. Fought a hard-earned fight. I like that over a girl who's been knocked out and has gotten a quick knockout as an underdog. She got the contract, and I remember Dana flipped out when she won by knockout, right? Like, oh, this girl won by knockout, and she's not supposed to win. She got signed. Don't think she's UFC ready. I don't know if either of these girls are UFC ready, but give me the girl who I've seen more skill in that Chavez. I mean, Dubin obviously does have some power. I mean, she did knock someone out with one punch. But give me the girl who's got more volume, who I think is the better fighter. And that Chavez minus 375 is definitely nothing that I'm really running to play. I like Chavez by knockout, actually. I think she can finish Dubin. I think Dubin's a little soft. Give me Chavez by knockout at plus 220. I think that's how I'll play this, KO only. I mean, maybe not KO only, but maybe finish only. But yeah, give me Chavez, even though the line is high. And listen, both these female are unknown. They haven't fought a ton of talent. If you take the Dubin side at plus 310, I get it, right? There's a great number there, right? I get it. I just, from what I've seen, I just don't think she's all that great, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, I don't think either of them are all that great. MMA Brody saying Dubin by upset KO.
Yeah, MMA Brody, he said that before I even did my breakdown. He's ready for it, bro.
Dude, that's the thing, dude. Like going into Dubin versus Carly Judice, everyone, like not everyone, but like there was a big public sentiment as like, dude, Dubin's gonna knock her out. Dubin like was a big underdog in that
power,
fight.
yeah.
Got this power, and then it's like, okay, she gets head kicked by Carly Judice. The fight didn't really play out that much. And now all of a sudden, oh, Dubin's the worst fighter to be on the roster. She's terrible.
I wouldn't go that far. I really don't think
that's what I mean. That's what the public sentiment is now. It's like Dubin's absolutely awful. She's the worst fighter to ever put on the gloves. And then it's like, oh, dude, Chavez should win this easily. Dude, did you watch Yesla Chavez's Contender Series fight? Like, yeah, she landed punches, but this was her fucking face, dude.
But that's what I mean. She's grimy, bro. Like
she's getting hit a lot.
And she's taking it. She's got that dog, bro.
But that
Give me the dog. I want a dog in a fight. I don't want some.
She's not the dog, though. She's minus 370.
No. I'm saying the dog right here.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, BP. She's like, she can battle through adversity. But you're telling me you want, like, I'm not saying you are, but like in general, minus 375 on this chick?
No, definitely not. The number is absurd. Yeah, 100%.
Dude, like they're both terrible in my opinion. They both have awful striking defense. These are two girls that I think are just gonna chuck hands. Like Chavez doesn't set anything up. It's like all power shots. She does throw, and she has probably a little bit better footwork than Dubin. But Dubin hasn't fought in well over a year. She's been at the PI for the past year.
Getting better.
Training with what's her name? Piera Rodriguez. So I mean,
a little grappling, huh? Because Pierre can grapple.
I don't really see her coming out doing it.
Jocelyn Edwards in there too.
It's like, okay, yeah, this girl Dubin is, I mean, she's not good, but she could definitely make some improvements.
Sure.
Like if you're putting Chavez in like a parlay,
see, that's why I knew that for the big heavy side women fights, I went Souza parlay. I wouldn't do Chavez parlay. I would only play her by.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think Dubin, she's been cracked by Carly Judice. She's not the biggest knockout puncher. I think Chavez with the volume could eventually cripple Dubin. But again, if you take Dubin at plus 310, I mean, this line's wide for a reason. This is definitely could be an underdog spot here. I mean, she's cashed an underdog before. Her back's against the wall. She's getting better training now that she did it on the Contender Series.
I mean, I think it's dog or pass money line perspective for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, Yesla Chavez, the only thing I do like about her is we have seen her battle through adversity and she's won a decision. We haven't seen Udeze Dubin win a decision. For like women's MMA, you can't really rely on the KO, but
correct.
She's also taken the 0-4 Marcela Silva to decision, dude.
Yeah.
Like this chick's fighting in record ineligible fights. Like
I know
this Yesla Chavez. I remember doing my research for her on the contender her Contender Series fight, and I'm like, this chick has literally fought nobody. She's going to decision with 0-2, 0-3 fighters. She's got record ineligible fights on her Tapology. Like this is a massive red flag. Mm-hmm. And she's minus 375 at her UFC debut because she won a split decision to Sofia Montenegro. Like I get Dubin's not good, but let's chill out.
Dubin, bro, her 0-0 opponent round 1. 0-0 opponent round 2. 0-0 opponent round 2.
They're on the same playing field.
I know, but I want a girl who. That's what I'm saying. I picked Chavez. I want a girl who's been 3 with that dog.
No, I get it.
I mean?
I get it, BP. I'm not arguing that like Chavez, like I picked Chavez to win, but like I think you're absolutely nuts if you're putting money on Chavez.
Agree. Yeah,
Absolutely nuts.
I am put money on her probably by knockout. I will say that plus 220, but not minus 375.
Yeah, I mean it's like betting the over under is kind of nuts too. Like it's shaded to the under if I'm not mistaken, and it's like, dude, it's a women's MMA fight. I mean,
listen, if it goes out of round 1 though, I think Dubin halfway through round 2, I think she's in. She can't swim. Yeah, I mean, she's in the middle of the ocean.
Maybe not, but how do you know?
We don't. That's my prediction. I don't know.
That's just making an assumption, which could be correct. It could not.
Everything I say is assumption. You know what I mean? I'm trying to predict the future, so everything I say is going to be an assumption.
Trinidaddy, Dubin got me one of my biggest hits ever on Contender Series. She ain't good, but she hits hard. She does throw. She does throw. And
Trin does some deep dives on the Contender Series. He does some great write-ups.
Chavez gets hit, man, so things could get interesting, but
we spent way too long on this fight.
I'm kind of excited for this fight.
We spent a lot of time on this fight.
2 absolute bums, and that's where things get interesting.
Yeah.
John Ray, this fight is what Dana was talking about when he said, am I supposed to pay $370K to see if people belong in the UFC? Yeah, exactly. This fight shouldn't be on a UFC card.
Correct.
I mean, it shouldn't, but it is. So, yeah, you ain't going to pay him $370K. No. I mean, you're telling me if they pay these 2 chicks 12 and 12, are they making money on that 12 and 12?
Can't be.
I guess maybe for like the time slot, they could do the sponsors and stuff, but like, I don't know. Like they're not getting much out of this fight.
No one's tuning in besides the family members of these ladies.
I'll be tuning in though.
Well, yeah. We got everything, bro.
We got a featherweight bout. We got Jordan Levitt, the Monkey King, coming off a big dub as an underdog. Here he is as an underdog once again, plus 155. Joe Anderson Brito sits at minus 180. Brito coming off a win against Isaac Thompson. And before that, lost a decision to Pat Sabatini where he got taken down. We just saw Jordan Levitt take down and hold down Yadir Del Val. So is that going to happen this Saturday, BP? What do you think?
Yeah, this is the one that it scares me. I'm on Brito because I think Brito has violence, right? And I do think his get-up game is better than DeVal. I think it's been proven to be better. Levitt is a good grappler. He's awkward. He'll get you to the ground. He's smothered DeVal. I think Brito can get up. I mean, his last fight, he got taken out 4 times. He also landed 8 takedowns, right? He fought Jack Shore back in the days. He was kind of a sticky grappler. Jack Shore, maybe not UFC level, but he pieced him up. I thought Brito was going to be the Terminator of this division, right? Knocking dudes out left and right. He's on a little bit of a skid, right? They're giving us some weird competition. William Gomes is just impossible to look at against. Brito turned into a grappler in that fight. Lost a split decision. Then Pat Sabatini, he's going to stick to you like glue, right? Pat landed 4, smothered him. Then he gets a win over Isaac Thompson, who's a nobody. Levitt can really shit in your apple pie here if you're really on Brito. This is what scares me here. Levitt shit all over me with the DeVille. I thought DeVille was the man. Levitt went out there and proved me wrong. Levitt's a guy that twerks. A lot of people think he's gay. He gets overlooked a lot, but he is a solid dude in there, and he's good at really good things. Striking non-existent. Chin not really there. Not much in a dogfight, but he's got cardio. He is obviously physically strong. He's got some decent takedowns, and his top game is smothering. Brito's got to know that. But if you're Brito, you got to make this guy work and punish him every time. When he goes for your legs against the cage, I want fucking elbows on this dude's head repeatedly because Brito has a pretty good get-up game. Levitt has a good smother game, so we're going to see which one comes to break here. I'm picking Brito, but I don't love putting him in anything. I don't even know if I love betting him. This is just right now, as I sit here on Wednesday, just a simple pick because Jordan Levitt can fuck up a lot of things for a lot of people. I would advise people not to put Brito in anything in a parlay. I mean, even if you're confident in him, do yourself a favor because Jordan Levitt is the guy that will ruin your fucking night, bro. Right? So, yeah, give me Brito, but I'm not confident. I'm not confident at all.
Lunatic says Levitt is going to win this.
He could very well.
Yeah, I have a lot of the same sentiments. It's like I think Brito's horsepower is the ultimate deciding factor in this fight, but like I don't trust this guy. This guy fights like an idiot sometimes. And I think he fights with a lot of ego, and Levitt fights with zero ego. Like this guy is going to go in there and just try to do enough to win.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He has no shame.
Like Brito constantly pulling guillotine, looking for these submissions. Like if Levitt shoots a takedown and Brito looks for a submission, he's an idiot. He's an idiot.
Don't jump any gillies. I know you got one over Jonathan Pierce. No gillies in this fight, please. But he will, because you're right. I do think his ego gets in the way of him sometimes.
Spread the sprawl the takedown and box this dude up, because you have the better hands, but Brito is always over swinging. And in the small cage, like, you know, Levitt can probably get in the clinch and try to take him down. But Brito's also very strong in the clinch. My worry here is if this fight goes to decision, I feel like something went wrong for Brito. Like something had to have gone wrong. So I think if you're going to play Brito, you got to look for a finish, because if they make it to decision, that means Levitt's probably getting some takedowns. And Levitt's a tricky striker, man. I think he's very smart with the way he strikes, but it doesn't. Unique. Yeah, it doesn't do him much damage. So Levitt's going to need top time to win rounds here. It's just a matter if Brito's going to give it to him at the end of the day. So I agree with you. Brito's the pick, but I'm not laying. It's now minus 200 on
this fight. Scares me.
I think it's dog pass.
Because Brito had that 4 or 5 streak, and I got really confident in this guy. And he's taken my lunch money before. And Levitt took my lunch money his last time out. So I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to ruin my fucking Saturday by doing this. Let's enjoy it. Let's avoid it.
Yeah, I had a max bet on Brito against Jack Shore, and that was a beautiful play. And then ever since then, he's kind of fallen off a little bit.
It's the 2 losses. The William Gomez fight, he fought kind of weird. In the Sabatini fight, he showed no life. I mean, he landed 3 strikes, 4 takedowns, couldn't get up for his life.
He kept pulling guillotine, dude.
Yeah. It's like,
are you stupid?
What are we doing? Hopefully he learned his lesson. I mean, he got a UFC game, a layup with Isaac Thompson, which was, again, he didn't finish. He went to a decision. He landed 8 takedowns on the guy, became a grappler.
Thompson's good. That was not a layup. Thompson is actually really solid.
Am I thinking of the same guy? Maybe I'm thinking of a wrong guy here then.
Probably are. Isaac Thompson's a good fighter. He made his debut with short notice.
Are you saying that because he's from Wisconsin or something?
No, he's like Australian or something.
You're Wisconsin boys. You're so loyal.
Dude, not for Wes Schultz.
Westy. Yeah, he's Australian. You're right. Team Alpha Male. Change that. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, he's good.
I was thinking of a different kid. Yeah. He's
Larry and Douglas knocked him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good fighter. So
yeah. This kid's. I don't know who I was thinking of. It wasn't this kid. Yeah, I remember Aussie that trains with Alpha Male. Yeah.
Brito fell off after he said, "That nigga, motherfucker." That was
motherfucker.
That nigga, motherfucker.
Still not the best call out ever in UFC is when the UFC signed Vanderlei and he was going to fight Chuck Liddell, and he came into the cage and they literally sat with him and said, "This is what you're going to say," because he spoke no English, and he goes, "I want to fuck Chuck, fuck Chuck, fuck Chuck." They meant to say, "I want to fight Chuck," and then Chuck gets in, they do a little stare down or whatever. Oh my god, dude, that was the funniest fucking thing ever. I want to fuck Chuck, fuck.
I love when people that can't speak English like try to speak English.
There's literally a guy before he got in the cage and was like, "This is what we're gonna say. Repeat it." And I know you're in the cage. There's a million people. Not your first language, but god damn, that lives in my head rent free.
All right, we got some more ladies. Bantamweight out here. Priscilla Cachoeira coming in as the underdog, plus 107, taking out Chelsea Chandler. It's at minus 127. Priscilla coming off another loss by decision to Claudia Segula. Before that, she got knocked out by Jocelyn Edwards. And Chelsea Chandler also coming off a knockout loss to Jocelyn Edwards. So we got a couple aging bantamweights here. EP, let's hear the analytical breakdown for this fight. And who should we be putting our money on this Saturday?
Money on the dog. Give me Cachoeira. I hate Chelsea. No, that's a strong word. I dislike Chelsea Chandler. The minute she legit ran from Big Norm, I'm like, yo, this girl cannot be from the 209. She has the gangster. She's got the fucking thing. She's got everything during the stare downs. She doesn't fight like that, right? And if she's still training with those boys and Nate Diaz, the way Nate Diaz fought, she's going to look even worse, right? If that's the star of your camp and he's getting all the main treatment and he looked that shitty, what are you going to look like? How's she going to win this fight, right? Could she take Cachoeira down? Of course, Cachoeira's been sub 4 times. But if they stand up, because that's what Chandler likes to do. She likes to clinch. She likes to slow it down. She has some volume, but some fights she doesn't have volume. Cachoeira, though, zombie girl, is fucking going to go after. She's going to take shots and give shots, and I think Chandler is soft. You can hide behind that 209 all you want, because historically, 209 fighters are tough as they come. Chandler is soft. I like Cachoeira. I've never picked Priscilla Cachoeira, I don't think. I'm on the wrong side of her. But she's fought a lot of fucking broads in the UFC that are really good. Does she have wins over them? No. But she's fought them. Chelsea Chandler hasn't really fought many people in the UFC, the same names as Cachoeira, in my opinion. I think Cachoeira has more power, is tougher. I mean, Chandler, if she comes in and wrestles, maybe she'll get a decision win or whatever, because Cachoeira is really lazy on the ground. You can catch her with submissions. But I don't see Chelsea Chandler doing that. I think Chelsea Chandler being soft. She's going to mean mug her. She's going to mog her. She's going to have a cool little fucking stare down and all that bullshit. No. Give me Priscilla Cachoeira. Give me her big. I like her by knockout. Do I like her by knockout? That's something I've been debating all day.
Yeah,
definitely money line plus 107. I don't know if I like her by knockout, though. I'll have to get back to you on that.
I like her by knockout.
You like her by knockout? Okay.
I think, yeah.
I've been batting back and forth if I should do that. What is she by knockout? Plus
Chandler's running away from Dumont, who doesn't finish anyone.
No.
Got knocked out by Jocelyn Edwards. And the big deal there is Chelsea Chandler was missing weight all the time. And then it was like, this is what she looked like. This is what she used to look like. You know, pretty, thick in the face.
She's pretty thick. Yeah, she's a thicker gal.
But dude, like when she showed up to that Jocelyn Edwards fight, she looked like she was on Ozempic. And this is her this week.
Yeah,
she looks like she's on Ozempic, and she might have lost her chin.
Is that illegal? Do you think?
Well, I don't know. It might be, but either way, even if she's not actually on Ozempic, but she just looks like she definitely slimmed down. But that might have hurt her durability, her recoverability, all that.
Sure.
I don't like it. I don't like it whatsoever. We know Priscilla Cachoeira is going to chuck hands.
Yeah.
Little round 1 KO action. What is that? Like 10-1?
KO round 1.
7-1.
7-1?
Right. That can't be. You can get her just in round 1 at plus 800. That's decent.
Yeah. On Bet365, she's round 1 plus 550, so not the best line.
You might be able to get 10-1 on round 1 KO for Cachoeira.
You can find it on a book probably somewhere near there.
Able to find it on a book, but yeah, that's all I'm interested in that one, man.
Yeah,
Zombie KO her points. I picked Zombie for her last 3 fights. She's got to eventually win, man. She's got to eventually.
Keep on her side. You got to get that money back, brother.
All right, let's go to the flyweights. We got Bruno Silva coming in at minus 135, taking on Edgar Chairez. Chairez comes in at plus 115. Chairez coming off his first decision victory of his career against Felipe Bunis, and Bruno Silva coming off a split decision loss to Charles Johnson, a fight where he closed as the minus 800 favorite. I remember that very vividly because I had a bet on Bruno Silva, and we got schmucked by the judges there. So he's coming off a split decision loss. He's 36, 6 years older, 3-inch height advantage for Edgar Chairez and a 5-inch reach advantage for Edgar Chairez. What are you thinking here, BP?
I love Silva in this spot. I've never been huge on Chairez. I think he's pretty durable. He's a fun guy to watch fight at times, but he leans on submissions to finish guys. I don't think his stand-up is going to be like super potent. And Bruno Silva is just really underappreciated. I mean, this guy's been in there with some really good guys. I mean, Tagir Ulanbekov, decision loss. Manel Kape got knocked out. Before that, though, he knocked out Cody Durden. Got knocked out by Joshua Van, the champ, and then finished that undefeated Korean Hong Sung Park. And then a really close fight with Charles Johnson, who we all know can, when he shows up, can be the best in the world, or one of the best in the world, I should say. And that was a very close fight. I think Silva gets under-recognized. I think this guy's got great stand-up. I think he's got good grappling. I mean, he's not the most potent finisher on the ground, even though he did submit Sung Park. But he likes to bang a little bit. He found his hands. And with being a 65-inch reach against a 71, Shirez likes to grapple. He has absolutely no takedown defense because he likes playing off his guard. He likes trying to throw up triangles, which I think will be a mistake against Silva, who I think is superior everywhere. And I can't believe we're getting this low number at minus 135. Shirez should have, could have, would have looked great against Buns, and Bunez, and absolutely just stopped. Like, what was that? So weird performance. Either way, give me Silva. I like him big in this spot here, and Shirez is tough. I don't see a finish happening. Bruno's got some pop in his hands. He's got some good, decent submissions. Shirez has been submitted twice, which is interesting, but I don't know, man. I like Bruno Silva. I like Bruno Silva a lot in this spot. This is one of the early ones I really, really liked in the week when I started kind of capping on Sunday. I look at everything, and this is the one that jumped out of the page to me. This in the main event. So yeah, give me Bruno Silva.
I kind of agree.
Kinda. What does that kinda mean?
I mean, I don't love the age and the size disadvantage for Silva. That's really what's keeping me off of it a little bit.
I got you.
And I don't think Brunice is like that bad. Like I don't think he's bad at all. He just doesn't really have like great cardio. And they both kind of faded in that fight. And Shirez literally needed round 3 to win that fight, and he won it.
Yeah.
It was at elevation, so maybe that was a weird fight. But I don't love Shirez's takedown defense. I think he can get taken down. His striking defense really isn't all that great either. I don't really think he uses that 71-inch reach all that well. I think Silva's the better fighter. I just don't know at this point in their careers, is he going to go out there and put it to Edgar Shirez, I think he can get takedowns. I think he can get inside, let his hands go, land some calf kicks, rip to the body a little bit. I think it probably goes to decision.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Silva, Silva's never won a decision in the UFC, which is like,
it's wild.
It's what's kind of holding me back. Like, can he win a decision in the UFC? Well, against the guy that's 1-4 when fights go to decision, probably.
Mm-hmm.
But I just got fucking robbed on the fucking Charles Johnson.
Yeah, but PTSD. I get it.
It is the PTSD.
It is. I've been there, brother.
It's that plus money that I had on the last fight, and now I got to lay chalk on him. Do I want to go through that again? Not really, but yeah, I think Bruno Silva probably wins. I would say by decision, mixes in the wrestling, maybe gets a late, sub or something like that. Shire has been subbed a couple times. But then you look like didn't get subbed by Tyra, didn't get knocked out by Van. Like he's a durable dude.
No, he 100%. I wouldn't chase finish. And the reach, Bruno Silva, usually guys with really small, 65-inch reach for anything is a very small reach, little T-Rex arms. Yeah. I got to imagine he is trained diligently over his career to look how to work in the inside. He's pretty explosive. Yeah. And I think Shirez is stiff, a little too stiff for me. Very durable, very tough. I think Silva beats him pillar to post. So I think it's like 30-27 clean sweep. Skunks him, bro.
Brazilians do well at older ages. This is one thing that we got to keep an eye on this week, okay? If anyone can get a picture of Bruno Silva's back, if there's acne on it, max bet him, bro. Because when he had acne against Hyun Sung Park, he fought like an absolute animal. Yeah. And then against Charles Johnson, he doesn't have the back knee, and he's not that same animal. But if he's got back knee this week, it's Bruno Silva all day.
He's coming off a loss. Maybe he, made a call to a pharmacist.
Yeah. Exactly. All right, let's move on to some bantamweights. We got Marcus McGee taking on John Yanis. Yanis comes in at plus 350. Marcus McGee minus 450. Yanis filling in for Jakub Viklas, the man, the myth, the legend that has
Where's the dude in the chat that always does?
I don't know where he's at.
Damn, Jakub pulled out.
This could have been his big day, but unfortunately, Jakub Viklas pulled out. So in steps John Yanis, who's coming off a KO win to Jamie Siraj's last time out. Marcus McGee coming off the loss to Piotr Yan. He is 5 years older than Yanis, 1 inch taller, and 1.5 inch reach advantage for John Yanis. So coming into this one, Marcus McGee, big favorite after a loss. What do we think, BP?
This is tough. You know, I'm going to take a shot on Yanis. I'm going to take a shot on the dog. Marcus McGee's a solid dude, and he's mad that he's going from Petr Yan to Yanis. I get it, right? McGee, big old fucking head. He looks like he's 50 years old. Good chin on him. You know, came in the UFC, kind of an unknown dude, and did well. And Yanis though is kind of a fucking stud when he's on, right? His last fight, I know it was low level competition against Jamie Siraj, or maybe not low level, but not Marcus McGee level, and he butchered him, right? Butchered him. His last also Austin Bashi in the UFC. Austin Bashi took him down rear naked choke. That's the problem with Yanis. He gets taken down, he gets his back, he gets rear naked choke. McGee's got a rear naked choke in the UFC. If you're on the McGee side, I would play him by submission. I don't think he's going to knock out Yanis. But Giannis has got some impressive names on his early UFC record. I mean, you know, and again, I think he's a butcher on the feet. I think it's gonna be hard for him to knock out McGee because look at the size of the guy's head and jaw. McGee is old though, but he's in shape. And he looked way too patient in the Yan fight. So I'm really kind of see what he goes. If Yanis comes out aggressive here, it'd be interesting here. And I'm not worried about losing my pick. I'm taking a plus 350. Put a check on him, right? Put a little something on the guy. And I think he can win a close decision. I think this could be a really close decision here. We'll see, though. McGee is a pretty fucking solid dude. Obviously, you can tell in my breakdown, I'm not overly confident in this, but when you show me plus 350 after what Yanis did his last time out, the confidence through the roof with this guy. I love the promo he cut on the mic. And as long as he can not get taken down and get his fucking back taken, he's in this fight. I mean, he's in this fight. I think he matches up really well with McGee on the feet. McGee's got some really stout leg kicks that are going to cause him some problems. But yeah, give me the big underdog at plus 350. I got to take a shot somehow, right? I don't want to go all chalk. I'm going to go a little shot here on Yanis.
Chat wants to make you aware that Yanis lost to Cam Smotherman.
Correct. Split decision outside the UFC. But he beat CJ, or no. Who'd he beat? Who's the guy that I like that he beat? Mo Miller. Mo Miller had a nice little name to him. Mo Miller's not 9-7, not Mo Miller. Wait, who am I thinking of? Oh yeah, Reyes Cortez. Yeah, Tracy's brother who got like 1 million shots in the Contender Series.
I don't think he beat him.
Wait, who am I looking at? What am I on?
You're thinking about the wrong dude?
No. I got the right dude. I clicked on something wrong. He was supposed to fight Reyes Cortez. Continue the breakdown. I'm gonna figure out what the hell I looked at earlier in my draft.
Well, it seems like some in the chat, Acid Legs fan says Giannis got to be the bet. Mariana
This is a big number.
1-2 KO, and then a lot of people saying McGee by whatever the fuck he wants, which is interesting. Hey, Jive lost to Cameron Smotherman. No, I didn't, dude. Never fought him. Jake Hadley lost to him. I didn't. I'm on McGee. He's a leader of the Gorgonites, after all. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, it seems like the chat is fairly convicted on the Marcus McGee side. And yeah, I mean, I think for a pure pick, going to put a gun to my head, I'll take Marcus McGee because I think he's fought at a higher level. He looked decent against Petr Yan, but he still lost. But then I look at some of his, his wins in the UFC. He's got, 3 more fights in the UFC than John Yanis.
Yeah.
But 3 of those are like fucking gimmies. JP Buys, Journey Newsom, Gaston Bolanos. Like the Martinez fight was a good showing, but round 3, he looked terrible. Yanis, like both guys want to strike. Mm-hmm. And if Yanis is in a striking fight, he's not going to look bad. Like he's a good striker. He's a solid boxer, switches stances. They're actually like very similar guys. They want to box out of the southpaw stance. They'll switch stances a little bit. Decent calf kicks. Got good pop in their shots. So I think the line on McGee at minus 450 is kind of wide. I would say McGee minus 200, minus 250 range makes more sense. So I don't completely disagree about the dog shot on John Yanis. I think it could go to a competitive decision. If neither guy lands the big KO blow, neither guy's been knocked out. They've only been, submitted or lost by decision. Mm-hmm. Is either guy going to get a submission here? I don't really think so. Maybe if McGee, club and subs, lands a big shot, jumps on his neck, I could see that. But I think it's a competitive fight, man. I think it is. These are
Yeah.
the type of fights where, on paper it looks like, oh, McGee just fought Piotr Jan. Dude, he's not going to lose to John Yanis. But, like, look at the stylistics of it. Is it that bad of a fight for John Yanis?
Right.
I don't really think so.
And is McGee going to get up? Is he going to go, I got Yanis. I just fought Jan. I'm good. I don't need to run. I don't need to do road work, right?
Exactly. Like, if this was John Yanis versus Jacko Viklash, Viklash minus 500.
Where's that guy at? We need him to dono and shout out Jocko Viklash.
I think it's got a dogger pass. As far as money line goes, what's the fight to go to decision? Plus 140.
I like that.
Kind of like that as well.
Well, what's McGee by submission? That's if I'm going to take McGee, I got to cut that number.
McGee by sub is plus 500, 525.
What?
Yeah. The thing is, he's not like it'd have to be like a club and sub. I don't think he's just going to take him down and sub him.
No. Right. Club and sub could happen. I mean, he ran Naked Choke Journey Newsome with, I think, pretty much a club and sub. That was his UFC debut. Wow. Okay.
Lars Newt Barfin. Hey, Jive, you and Brian should have a Taco Bell mukbang stream while you do the stream.
Oh, I don't think anybody wants to hear us eating.
I did eat some Taco Bell on stream the other day.
Did you really?
Yeah.
If it wasn't like audio focused, like if we were like in a car doing it, it'd be different. But like munching in the microphone, no one, people will throw up, I think.
Maybe for the next Mexico card, we could do it.
Sure.
We could do it. Good win for Yanis, but this is UFC pushing him too soon. And he's not really pushing him. He's just filling out on short notice. It's not like they made this matchup on purpose,
And he had a shot earlier, lost, and he got back, Not
like they believe in John Yanis. He's just filling in to save a spot on the card, really. But those guys can be dangerous, Don't overlook them. All right. Let's bring on the man of the hour, if we can. Russ.
Captain Russ.
Russ, we're going to bring you in here. We need you to turn on your device. But we're going to talk the giveaway this week for 3-punch parlay, the UFC Vegas 118 contest. You get all 12 correct on 3-punch convo. Get all of your picks correct there. You win $1,000. And next week for UFC Freedom 250, we're going to have some big giveaways at the White House. Let's bring on the man, the myth, the legend, the man behind 3-punch convo. Russ, how we doing tonight, brother?
Captain Russ.
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on, boys.
Thank you for coming on. I mean, we're excited about this contest. We're excited for the giveaways for UFC Freedom 250, but we're also excited about some news that you're going to be dropping here. What are we thinking?
Yeah. So just wanted to let everybody know that Andrew and I, my brother who founded 3-Punch Convo, we started this business about a year ago at this point, right? With the idea that as fans, we didn't have a great place to talk about the sport we loved with other hardcore fans, fighters, MMA industry. And as such, we built 3-Punch Convo. And you'll have been awesome. A lot of the folks who are regularly in the comment sections on this podcast are OG members of 3PC, really helped us to build what's already a pretty awesome community. But it does have some limitations because the present version of 3-Punch Convo is just available on the web, right? And we all know it can get a little bit annoying when you're managing all the open tabs on your phone, trying to visit the web page mobily. And over the course of the last now 2.5 months, our amazing engineering team has been hard at work building what we truly feel is the best MMA app available anywhere. And I am really excited to have you guys download the app. It's available now on both the Apple Store and the Google Play Store. You can head on over, just search it up, the number 3, punch, and then Convo, download the app. It'd be awesome if you guys can leave us a 5-star review and a comment if you love what we built. Helps us to index within the App Store. And it's really time to start sharing 3-Punch Convo with the world. So we've kind of intentionally not advertised that much outside of a couple of key partnerships that we have. And you're going to notice in the coming months a lot more presence across a number of platforms for 3PC. So that is the big news. I announced it today within the message forum. If you haven't yet tried 3PC out, maybe you've been hesitant because we didn't have a native application. Well, now we have it. a lot of feedback that's been taken into account from people. Things, for instance, like dynamic forum sort, the ability to search within all historic posts for certain topics and improve fight picks experience. Some other Easter eggs are now a part of the experience as well. I think you guys are absolutely going to love it. And yeah, that's the big announcement that we were ready to drop today. So appreciate you guys giving me the platform to tell everyone about that.
Of course, my guy.
The app is here. We could not be more excited because I am not a guy that goes on to Safari and likes to deal with all the tabs. So usually when I'm on 3PC, I'm on my desktop, but now I can just whip out my phone and be on 3-Punch Convo. It's going to make it a lot easier. So go download the app in the App Store. BP, what do you think about it, brother?
I mean, I've been waiting. Russ has been teasing this forever, and I was so happy to download it yesterday at my wife's birthday dinner, and I was sitting there playing. I've already posted like 3 times. It's so much more convenient on the app. Even though I had the website pinned and everything, the app is just such an upgrade from the website. Even the website looks still great, on the website, but the app is just so much. It's just in today's age is what we do, and this is high praise. I mean, obviously, I'm a huge part of 3PC. But I'm a little bit OCD with my phone. My icons have been on my phone like this from day one, right? Since I've had the very first iPhone, and this is the way my setup has been. 3PC is now on the front page, right there, next to my YouTube. That's really hard for me to do, but it's rightfully so. And I just made a post right now, Captain Russ on the show with a little picture there, and I can't wait for the boys to see it. For the boys in the chat. Bubba, someone got banned. Did you ban someone?
No. You're asking me this question?
No, Hayden, did you ban? Sorry, I'm so distracted. The Bubba guy who calls me out all the time, he got banned. I didn't know if Hayden banned him. Anyway, boys, the fucking 3PC is the 3PC app is money, and I can't wait to tell people about it. Is it on Android? Was the last question? Yes, it is.
Yeah, we're on Android, we're on iPhone, and for those of you who maybe haven't given us a try yet. 3-Punch Convo is essentially a community where fans, actual UFC fighters, content creators, handicappers, everyone is coming together to discuss the sport. We have a section where you can put your picks on the record. A lot of you who watch the BigJive pod obviously know we run some really cool contests. There are going to be even more in the future, including, and mark my words on this, an absolutely insane contest that we're running for the upcoming White House card. So little bit of a foreshadow here. Tune in to next week's BigJive show to hear about that. There's going to be more than one prize. There are going to be more than a few different ways to win. That's going to be a historic card. So we're going to do some historic giveaways. And, I think just also for those of you who are watching and might be wondering, like, why is the pod always advertising for 3PC? Like, what the fuck is this? I don't know if you guys all know and really understand our relationship. BP and Hayden are actually equity holders in the company. They're partners with 3-Punch Convo. We have partnered with people that we truly believe in and we think are at the top of their craft in a lot of the areas throughout the MMA ecosystem. And when I think about handicapping, these are historically 2 of the best handicappers that are putting picks on the record that are far better than us average peasants would ever be able to produce. In aggregate, their records are phenomenal. And beyond that, they're great guys and great podcast hosts. So when they're talking about 3PC, it's because they believe in the product, not because we're paying them X dollars per month. And we take the suggestions from people like this in the ecosystem into account when we're building what we build, right? And I'll leave you with this. One great thing that will also be available in the near future, now that we have the app as a backdrop, you'll earn fight cred for picking fights correctly or being involved in conversations. It's essentially an internal currency, a form of social proof on 3PC. Think of it like Marriott rewards points. Well, to date, that's only really valuable in terms of ranking you on a leaderboard versus other members. Not far from now, we're going to have a fight cred reward store where you can actually redeem those fight cred points for things ranging from unique experiences with professional fighters to 3PC merch, to a lot of other like really exciting stuff that I don't want to give away yet at this point. So anyways, if you haven't tried 3PC yet, check it out. Don't want to take too much of the time here away from the pod and discussing the card that all of you tuned in for. But really appreciate the opportunity to talk to the crew, guys.
Yeah, I had an idea last week, Russ, and hopefully we can implement this. I know being MMA industry is same with Hayden on the thing. We don't get fight cred. If we could get fight cred, that'd be great because there are so many times I want to bet this guy some fight cred. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take his fight cred for some of the fights we disagree on. I think that'd be fucking super dope to do that platform wide. But me just speaking to Hayden, I don't know how that would work. You got really smart people behind the scenes doing that, but that'd be dope.
We'll take that under advisement for sure. If you don't mind giving up your verified check mark, right? You can.
I love the red. I love the red MMA industry. Every time I post, I look at that. It's like, yeah, you see that MMA industry, motherfuckers. You see that?
Hey guys, let me ask you a question here quickly on the way out here too. Do you guys think there's a chance, and this is going against the popular narrative, that Chandler is live at plus 400? And before you answer that, let me tell you why I have a weird feeling that he might be. So my brother Andrew and I were having a conversation about this fight recently, and we're just thinking about like all these like first time ever completely variable elements that the fighters are going to be dealing with outside in the heat in the middle of the summer on the White House lawn, bugs in the air. Someone might get stung by a wasp. The octagon canvas might be more slippery than they're used to. What if it rains? What if there is like something different about the lighting that might catch people's eyes when they're trying to lock in on seeing their opponent's movement, right? So basically our conversation kind of evolved into, do all of these elements mean that this card might wind up sliding in the favor of like whoever has more of a dog in him in these fights, right? Because at the end of the day, does it just wind up being a fucking fist fight in each of these fights? And there's like less technical, importance or focus than there might be in other fights because there's a lot of random shit going on that isn't typical. And, if I look through the card, love him or hate him, think he's going to win or not, none of us can deny that Michael Chandler can take a beating and has a freaking dog in him, right? And I wonder, against someone prettier like Roofy, is it worth a few shekels at plus 400? I'll leave you guys with that. I'm curious to see how you'd respond.
I'm interested. I mean, I wouldn't really say I wouldn't love it, but like all the factors does make me like hesitant to lay heavy chalk on this card. Like I put out a post on 3-Punch Combo.
I love your post, by the way. Asking
for like some fighter insight, and Joe Bannon and Dean Thomas really didn't think it was going to be that big of a difference. I'm thinking, how is it not going to be a big difference? Like, okay, if that's the case, then no excuses for the fighters after, because like, dude, I could just see it right now. Somebody that loses is going to be like, oh, it was just, I was out of my element. The heat got to me. Like, do we really think Derek Lewis is going to be the same fighter, 80-degree heat?
The thing about DC too, the humidity is the one time I went to DC when I was in 8th grade, I got off that bus and the Cincinnati's got a lot of humidity. The humidity hit me in the face like a motherfucking bat, dude. It is hot there.
Yeah. Like when I played sports, rain, snow, or shine, like we had to train and practice outside because that's how it could be on game day. And like the fact that, I guess Joe Bann says, I don't think they're going to be trained. Their training would alter that much. I'm like, I think it should. I think you should be sparring outside. You should be, dealing with the conditions that are going to be there on fight night instead of just like assuming, everything should be fine. It's like, no, how does that make any sense? Like I can just see the excuses coming from a mile away of, oh, the heat got to me. The
excuses are going to come.
Like the excuses are going to be there. So if you're not
Josh Hoke will probably have a few once he gets game.
I mean, Lewis's gas tank's probably going to last like 3 minutes, dude.
To answer Rutt's question, I mean, listen, I think there's a shot on Chandler. I follow him on social media. I mean, he always appears to be in great shape. He seems to be pretty lean. Roofy's tricky though. Roofy's long. Chandler's got to have to explode and land one of those shots like he did against Dan Hooker. And Chandler's been around forever. Problem is, Roofy grew up in Brazil where the AC goes out every 10 minutes. So he's probably fought in some really fucking steamy hot arenas coming up.
True.
But yeah, the one thing that, I mean, we used to do fights here in Northern Kentucky outside, right? Most of the guys that came up through the Cincinnati ranks fought outside before, in the summer, obviously. But the one thing that I did not even think about was the bugs. Like imagine like trying to go for a submission, a fucking bug flies up your nose or your mouth or something like that. I know your adrenaline's going, maybe you're not thinking of it, but dude, I fucking hate bugs. So I would definitely be thinking about it. But yeah, there's a lot of variables. It'd be interesting.
There has to be some special clause in the contract, I'd imagine, too, right? When these people accept these fights, they are acknowledging that there could be some like really outlier scenarios that happen that could impact whether they win or lose. And, you know, that decision could impact their career moving forward. So it's really interesting for a lot of reasons.
There's layers
Especially
to it.
for a 25-minute fight, you know,
Yeah.
like that could definitely play a factor later in the fight if they get there. But, you know, we're
And the
talking
first time they went to Abu Dhabi, UFC 112, BJ Penn, Anderson Silva, they were the main event, co-main event. They fought outside. But, you know, that's hot as fuck. But, I mean, I don't know. I mean, they do boxing fights out in California, which is they lack humidity, but they do boxing fights in Southern California outside all the time. Yeah, it's interesting. I do think you got to curtail your training a little bit, but you know, I'm not a professional fighter, so I'm not exactly sure what they're doing. But most guys run outside, I'd imagine, or you know. But yeah, we'll see. It's interesting. There's a lot of layers to it. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I am as well. I'm excited for the giveaways as well. Go get your picks in on 3punchcombo.com. Thank you, Russ, for joining the show. And go download the app as well on the App Store. Get it now before it's gone.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Russ, Captain Russ. He's the man. He reached out to me a year ago from the recommendation of Kenny Florian. And I can't believe it's been a year that I've been working with him and getting to know him. And him and his brother Andrew are just first-class human beings and treat anybody that's part of them and part of the company and part of the team they're building. They treat you like first class. And that's amazing to me. That's all I care about. I don't care about anything in this world. I don't give a fuck about your religion. I don't care about your sexual orientation, your politics, whatever. You're a good person. That's what I care about. We need more good people in the world.
Agreed. We started the show talking about how we don't make any money off of the show, but we are sponsored by 3Punch Combo. We don't get paid by them or anything like that, but we do have small equity in the company, and it's a product that I think if you're tuning into these live streams, you're probably interested in being on 3Punch Combo, where it's like a forum for the diehard fans that, you know, want to track their picks, want insights from different fighters and be able to connect with that. So I think it makes sense for them to be the sponsor of the show. So go check it.
I get paid in friendships. I made friendships. You know what I mean? That's me. I'm a sentimental guy. I get paid in friendship, boys.
BP just wants a good chat.
I just want a friend, man.
All right, let's go back to the breakdowns here. We're going to the main part. We got a light heavyweight bout. Iwo Baranuski taking on Junior Tafa. Junior Tafa comes in at plus 310. Baranuski minus 375. Junior Tafa coming off a win. Didn't think I'd be saying that in 2026, but he's coming off a win. And Iwo Baranuski still defending the undefeated record. 2-0 in the UFC is Iwo, coming off a big round 1 KO to Austin Lane. Retired Austin Lane now at this point. Big price tag on old Iwo. What do we think here, BP?
Yeah, I still don't know what to think about him, right? I know he's got a good judo background, and we've only seen him slang and bang, right? You know, his Contender Series, he went out there, destroyed the guy. Then he got rocked a few times against Ebo, got dropped. He rocked him, was a really fun fight. Then goes out there and destroys Austin Lane, who for some reason cut the 205 for being a massive man. Has no chin. Had a chin problem at heavyweight. You're going to have a chin problem at 205, buddy, cutting all that weight, especially the age you are. But yeah, Junior Tafa coming off a nice little win. I think Junior Tafa, you know, I'm not a fan of the Tafa brothers. More so Justin than Junior. Junior staying active once you get a win here, but obviously the path to victory for Iwo is going to be take the fight to the ground, use your judo. You're sacrificing a bit of reach, a little bit of height. You know, Junior Tafa has absolutely no grappling. His takedown offense is usually good on the first or two shots. You should keep shooting, reshooting. You're going to win. In Iwo judo, you know, you got that body lock, you got those clinches, you got the body lock takedowns, you got the throws. I know the throws are flashy. Not everyone is going to do the throws, but I like Iwo here. I wanted to find a way to get Tafa. I mean, Tafa obviously clip him. Iwo's been hit before. He's been hurt before. He seems like he goes out there about of hell. 3 fights in the UFC. I mean, with the Contender Series fight, all ending in the first round, all ending under 2 minutes. But yeah, I can't get on the Tafa side. I think Iwo gets it done here. I think Iwo maybe TKO. Maybe he'll grab something on Tafa, you know, maybe a submission, which would be interesting. I mean, Ewo by submission would be pretty great. I mean, I think he's just gonna pound him the fuck out, but that might be a nice little numbie. Ewo by submission is plus 400, not as high as I want. Minus 140 for the KO. That's how you play it. I wish I had like a better take or a hot take to take Junior Tafa. I'm not a Tafa guy. Just not. Sure, he can clip Ewo and knock him out. Don't think it's going to happen. I think Ewo's going to come in here and fight smart and show that he is pretty well-rounded and dump Tafa on his fucking head and take it home. Pretty early, too.
Yeah. I agree here with Sergio. He better wrestle or he's going to get fucking slapped, or he at least could get slapped.
He could get slapped for sure.
Tafa can knock out a lot of dudes. He's a good striker, man. He dropped Billy Elikana too in round 1. Clean right hand over the jab.
He has power for sure. Yeah.
Ewo's like, he's probably riding high. Thinks he's invincible. 8-0. Goes in there, knocks everybody out. Like, you better fucking grapple here, dude. This is an IQ test. And if KO Parlays is correct, he wants to show off his grappling. I think that would be smart. I think that would be a very smart idea to go in and try to grapple.
Show the layers, Ewo. Show your layers. You got Joanna in the fucking crowd. Probably. No, I'm not going to say that. Oh my God.
My worry here, though, is if Ewo comes out and shoots like a sloppy takedown, Tafa's going to stuff it. And if Ewo is like committed to this takedown,
I know,
and then he's like holding onto a leg, Tafa's going to fucking elbow him to the head. So I think if you like Tafa, sprinkle around 1 KO, because I think that's probably his
I like that. Yeah, cover all your bases.
You know, I think Ewo sub is looking at me, man. It's looking at me. Plus 500.
You like the sub? Interesting.
I mean, come on. I don't think Tafa's a guy that likes to get KO'd. I think he knows his grappling is shit. So if he gets taken down, he's not going to cover up to like a TKO. He's going to give up his neck. He's going to give up an arm, whatever. He's going to tap.
I agree. A striker who does not want a KO, TKO loss on his record. They much rather, he'll be like, oh, submissions don't count, like Connor used to say. They don't count, right? He's 0-3 with he's lost 3 submissions. He don't give a fuck. He just doesn't want to get knocked out.
First takedown Ewo shot on Ewo was super sloppy. It was, yeah.
He can. And he's sloppy. You got to get to the clinch.
It's the thing with the judo guys. They don't have good takedowns. They got to get a hold of you so they can throw you.
You get a Greco-Roman guy in there. You get a judo guy in there. I mean, if they're pure it's all upper body. They're not really diving at legs. And unless you're elite, I just don't know how well that transfers to MMA. But we'll see with Ewo. We'll see. I mean, once he gets to the ground, he's solid. But getting to the ground, we'll see. We'll see if he's better than I think with his grappling. But we'll see. This could be interesting here. Yeah.
Yeah. It's an interesting fight where we have a wide line, but I could see the dog coming through. But I also think the big plus money on the sub for Barnowski could come through. So I'm gonna go contrary and say Ewo sub plus 500. Let's run it. Let's run it.
Run it.
All right, moving on. We got a catchweight bout at 130 pounds. Matt Schnell comes in at plus 450, taking on the biggest favorite on the card, Alessandro Costa. Sits at minus 600. Costa coming off a KO win against Stewie Nickel in round 2, hit him with a nice liver shot. Matt Schnell coming off a submission loss to Joseph Morales. So we know the deal with Matt Schnell, man. I mean, he retired against Cody Durden in the Apex, and then he came back and he beat Jimmy Flick. Congratulations, bud. You're back. And then he takes a round 1 sub loss to Joseph Morales. Matt Schnell was getting fed to the wolves against Imanol Rodriguez. That was going to be a murder. And this one could very likely be a murder as well. But to me, Alessandro Costa is I'm just not a guy that's going to be laying minus 600 on Alessandro Costa. Like, it's just he's not that good of a fighter, but he should be able to finish Schnell here. But you're going to pay up for that because the finish prop on Alessandro Costa is currently minus 425. So like you're not getting much of a discount there. Like I bet Costa by finish his last fight at minus 106. Like this is insane. But I don't see a different outcome. So I mean, is it free money? What do you think, BP?
It's free money. I have a soft spot for Matt Schnell because years and years ago, guys, remember I'm old. He was on the reality show for MTV where they followed MMA fighters in Louisiana. He was an amateur at the time, and he showed one of the few. Dustin Poirier wasn't on the show. One of the few in the cast that actually showed promise. Here he goes, and I see him on the Ultimate Fighter, that tournament at 125, and then he's in the UFC. Man, he just, he's a fun fighter, but there's just no chin, right? He's been submitted 4 times, been knocked out for 5 times. And when he gets knocked out, it gets kind of scary. It gets a little, he hits his head really hard on the mat. He's asleep before he even hits the mat. Those are the ones that kind of scare me. He retired, came back, seems a little bit more motivated, I guess, but didn't get submitted by Morales, which is no knock, because Joseph Morales, I think, is an underrated guy in the division. Then you get Rodriguez. I can't believe he even signed the dotted line, because even while Rodriguez is his boxing, his power, and the way he's getting better is scary. And Schnell would have been dead. Costa, a guy who's not the most technical guy in the world, but he's got big power, right? He touches you, you go out. He's got a fucking ripped up body, right? Good chin on him too. I just don't see how Schnell wins this fight. Does he take him down? Schnell is really not the best wrestler in the world. He's got a decent submission game, right? He's got a good triangle off his back. Don't see that happening. Schnell's going to get knocked out. It's just a matter of when. Is it round 1, round 2, round 3? You play them all if you want, cover all your bases. You bet on all the horses, you can't lose. But I wish I had something better for Schnell at plus 450. Cost at minus 600 is something I never would really run to the window a bet. But I think him by knockout is free money at this point, unfortunately.
Mariano Ortega, I don't know where you're seeing those lines, because I think Costa round 1 KO is best I'm seeing is plus 185.
Plus 425?
That's
what book are you using? And tell me where to get it at so I can empty my bank account.
That was the case. I would definitely put a hefty bet on that, but you gotta get that. Can't believe we got robbed of Imano bouncing Schnell's head off the canvas. Yeah, that was a bad matchup, man. They were sending Schnell out to die.
I'm huge on Imano too. I think that kid. I was big on him, the fighter, right. And then I can't believe they made him anyway. But yeah, he's I wonder why he pulled out. It had to have been because this was a layup for him. So it had to have been a significant injury. Because even if you're a little hurt, you go in there and beat Matt Schnell. So he must have hurt something not to take this fight.
He had to have been on death's door to not take this fight.
Something had to really happen where he couldn't take this fight. Because you go in with a broken hand, a broken toe, messed up foot. The fight match now if you're Imano Rodriguez.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to give too much on this one. I think it's a pretty clear spot for Costa, but I'm not laying minus 600. I'm not laying minus 425 on inside the distance. Just can't do it. But I think he probably wins by KO. The thing is, Schnell's sub defense is not great either.
Especially when he gets hurt. He's the king of club and sub. Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough. Because it could be one of those the fucking Song Yadong Figgy.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I thought he was gonna knock out Figgy. Fucking takes a neck.
What is the cost of sub? Plus 450. Wow, that is not bad. Plus 525 actually you could get. Yeah, I've been there with the cost of sub though before, and he just hasn't got one in the UFC. So we'll see. But let's move on. Bantamweight bout here. We got Bryce Mitchell coming in at minus 140, taking on Santiago Luna. Sits at plus 120. Luna stepping in on short notice to fill in for Victor Henry, the 21-year-old 8-0 prospect out of Mexico. They call him the border boy because he apparently went to school in the U.S., but he lived in Mexico.
Tijuana, maybe, or California, Baja, Mexico. That's right there.
Right there. Bryce, 31 years of age, second fight at 135. He won his 135 debut against Said Nurmagomedov last year. 29-28 decision, out-wrestled him in rounds 2 and 3. Can he do that here to Santiago Luna, the guy with a lot less experience, but the more youthful guy who apparently has a wrestling background, decent boxing, good pop in his shots? What do we think here, BP? Are we going with the tried and true Thug Nasty, or we're taking the dog shot on Border Boy?
Yeah, listen, there's nothing more I want to pick against Bryce Mitchell. I don't like anything this guy stands for. I can't believe of all the fighters in the UFC, this dude's got custom trunks. What are we doing? But I think this is a good matchup for him. I think, Luna, up-and-coming kid, good striker, long, rangy, hasn't fought the level of competition Bryce has, and Bryce we know what he's going to do. He's going to stick on you. He's going to grapple. You know, he did that against Nurmagomedov last time out, and looked good doing it. Looked pretty decent, right? Out scrambled a Russian, got better position because he's the bigger guy now. At bantamweight, featherweight, he's a little smaller. Now he's the bigger guy. And even though physically he might be the bigger guy, I mean, you know, Luna is taller and has a bigger reach, but physically I think Bryce is going to be the bigger guy, the stronger guy. And I think he's just going to kind of smother Luna. I think Luna might have some spots here. I like this young kid. I hope he has some fight. I hope he just doesn't roll over and give up. I want to see some takedowns, or I want to see some get-ups. I want to see him really going for it. You know, it's hard to fight a grappler who's always shooting at your legs or your body when you're trying to strike. That's tough. But I want to see, I mean, that's going to happen in this division, especially bantamweight. There's a lot of really good grapplers here. I want to see him show some life. I think he loses. I think Bryce wins. I think Bryce smothers him. I think it's going to be a decision win. But I just want to see a little life out of Luna because, again, he's 9-0, young kid, 21 years old. This is a tough ask for him. Give me Bryce. But, oh, God, I would love Bryce to get his fucking head knocked clean off. But I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I want to see Luna like against Bryce. I'm not going to take a shot on Luna in this spot. Like, I think it's a little too much too soon. I do think Luna's a pretty solid overall fighter. Like, I think his striking's decent. You know, he has been hurt and dropped in a couple of fights, but he recovers really quickly, gets back up to his feet. Looks like his wrestling is decent, but at what level? You know, like Bryce is going to go in there and he knows what he wants to do. In the small cage, is Bryce going to have a trouble like finding him? Probably not. He should be able to get to Santiago Luna, but you know, it just comes down to the defensive wrestling and the grappling off of his back for Luna, and I just don't really know that we can make a conclusion off of what we've seen. Right. So I got to go Bryce here. I think Bryce probably wins a decision, grinds him out, does what he does, gets it done. Buddy on bottom is jealous of Bryce. Keep hating Porky.
Yeah, that's the same guy that he said something like, I got fired from the Anik and Flooring. He said I hit on Anik's wife or whatever. I mean, the guy's just, I'm just living in dudes' heads. It's crazy. It's adorable that they think about me so much, man. It's crazy. Buddy I'm jealous of Bryce, who, I'm not even going to get into it. All right, we'll move on. The guy fucking almost chopped his own dick off with a drill. I mean, how smart can you be?
Drilled it.
Drilled his nutsack in half.
Acid is reminding me you can't trust a 21-year-old, man.
That's true. Yeah. And I'm not. And that's the thing is I am going to play Bryce. I am going to minus 140 is low. Vegas does like what they see in Luna. And, but yeah, I mean, I just think Bryce smothers him. I think it's too much right now for Luna. Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot, man. All right, let's move on to some lightweights. We got Faraz Ziam coming in at minus 300, taking on Tom Nolan. So it's at plus 250. Tom Nolan, 26 on a 4-fight win streak. He knocked out Victor Martinez. He decisioned Alex Reyes. He decisioned Vyacheslav Borshev, and he subbed Charlie Campbell. He's taking on the surging Faraz Ziam, the 29-year-old, who's on a nice win streak since coming back to the UFC. Just knocked out Nazim Sadikov. Never thought I would say that in my life, that Nazim Sadikov got knocked out, but he did. Nice elbow off of the break, and Herzog stopped it. And Ziam's not like a big KO guy, so that was quite impressive. Here he is as a big favorite. What do we think, BP? Are we trusting him to get it done against the dangerous, long southpaw striker? Are we taking a shot on Nolan?
No, I like Tom Nolan to a point. But, you know, that Moda KO ringing in my head. He looked really bad against Reyes, right? I mean, his resume is not impressive. Yeah, cool, you beat Charlie Campbell. Ziam, he got cut, got brought back, and this dude's been on fire. And I'll admit, when he first came on the scene, you know, he had a kickboxing record, a kickboxing thing before the UFC. And he comes in, and I was like, this guy stinks. What are we doing here? Because he's not power. He was more technique. He's long. Then he went to grapple. Then he gets sent away from the UFC and he gets brought back to go to France. And this dude changed completely. He's so well-rounded now. He's got a really good ground game. He can finish you. Not the biggest power in the world, but he lets it go more now, which I like. And Tom Nolan usually doesn't fight people as long and rangy as him. Well, he's got one in this in Ziam. And Ziam has fought really good competition. Knocking out the wolf, Nas, that's high praise. Nas is a thick old fucking dude He was a bull in there. He doesn't get knocked out. Ziam knocked him out. And I think Ziam can knock out Nolan. I think Nolan's chin is questionable here. I think Nolan's maybe going to want to grapple Ziam a little bit here. Stand up and grapple, mix it up, which I think is going to be a problem for him. I think Ziam's better everywhere. And I like Ziam here. He would be my empty to clip, but minus 300, I can't give that out. I don't want to be a bum. Bonfim, though, our boy Bonfim with the incredible mustache. I know he's an Aussie, but he loves Tom Nolan. He said, Tom Nolan, empty the clip, sluts. I love his confidence on this guy at plus 250. I fucking love that shit. I'm on the opposite of him. I really like Ziam in this spot. I just don't think there's anything Tom Nolan can do that's better than Ziam. And maybe he'll prove me wrong. We'll see. But yeah, I think Ziam's hot right now, Bub. That guy, that Hansel's so hot right now. That's Ziam. He's so fucking hot right now.
He's very hot right now. Nolan can finish him, but like Nolan can knock out a lot of people. Like the guy is dangerous, throws a lot of spinning shit, like shit that will catch you if you are, not on your P's and Q's. But the thing is, Ziam is just so technical and thought out. It doesn't take a lot of risk, and he can take you down if he wants to. He's good in the clinch. He's long. Small cage could get a little tricky, I'm a guy that likes to use most of the cage, and Nolan might be able to blitz him, but I think Nolan needs a finish pretty early here. Otherwise, Ziam is just going to do what he does, stay to the outside, pick his shots, land some big shots, look for takedowns. Just a more complete fighter at this point, man. Like, I find it hard to believe Ziam loses a decision here unless Nolan is just forcing him into a dogfight, but I don't really see Ziam, obliging to a dogfight. So
no,
Ziam should.
He's more of a technical guy. Let me tell a quick story. Back in 2019, when I hosted the MMA Takes podcast, I really wasn't sure what I wanted the show to be yet. I did gambling always, but I was like, yeah, I want to start interviewing people. I DM'd every active fighter on the UFC roster. I swear to God, on Instagram, right? Aljo just flat out was like, no. Kamaru Usman read my messages, didn't respond. The one fighter who was in the UFC at the time, I was like, sure, I'm in California right now. Let's do it. And I did it just audio only, Don Madge. And it was right before Don Madge was going to fight Ziam. And Don Madge gave me the time of the day. He was awesome. At the end of the interview, I said, God bless, which I've never said in my life. I was so nervous. After that interview, I quickly realized I'm not an interview guy, right? I never did another one again. But Don Madge is the only fighter I've ever had on the show and interviewed, and he was the nicest guy in the world. I became a huge Don Madge fan. That was right before he fought Ziam.
God bless.
God bless. And my buddy texted me and was like, what? Like, you've never said, dude, I froze. I didn't know what to say. But Don Madge fought Ziam. And I was like, I put a lot of money on Madge and my heart was in it. And it was, Don Madge was a striker. He had a really good fight against T. Edwards before that, where he looked amazing. The Ziam fight, he out-grappled Ziam. It was a lackluster fight, kind of a closer fight, but Don did win. But I just remember the pure hatred I had for Ziam, right? Just because he's fighting my boy Don Madge. Yeah. Now full circle. Don Madge is now retired, and I'm a Ziam guy. I love fighters that improve, right? He got cut. He could have called it a day. I made it to the show. Let me go get some paychecks in France. No, he gets brought back, and he got back better, right? I love that. I love the tenacity. I love the will. I love the mental and the guys like that. So, yeah, give me Ziam.
I love it. God bless.
God bless.
God bless.
I don't get embarrassed ever. And this was on audio. Like, we weren't even seeing each other. It was on the phone. Like, I recorded them from my phone. And I just went, yeah, Don, you're great. Yeah, but God bless. And I literally put my hands in my head like this. And like, I don't ever get embarrassed, ever. Oh, and man. I said, I can't post that. I can't, but I did. If you go to the archives on the audio side of the straw, all the way to the bottom, I think I probably titled it whatever. It's rough. It's rough, boys.
You titled it BP.
I titled it like interviewing UFC fighter Don Madge, the Magic Man. I was so excited, and I don't remember what the interview was about. It was like maybe 10 minutes long, but yeah, the ending was the only thing I remember. God bless. Which is so embarrassing.
Yeah, let's go to the co-main event of the evening. We got a middleweight bout. Brendan Allen comes in at minus 200, taking on Edmund Shabazian. Shabazian plus 170. I don't know if you heard, BP, but Brendan Allen will be repping the Brazilian flag this Saturday.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
After he reps the Canadian flag, his last time out against Rainier de Ritter.
Yeah.
Chat, like please let us know how you feel about this. But I think it's probably the weakest shit I've ever
It's the
seen.
lamest shit in the world.
Lame as fuck. I mean, what are we doing here? Brendan Allen, what are we doing, bro? Like,
I
what?
hate it.
Like, seriously. Like, what? Your grandma was Canadian or something? So you're going to rep a Canadian flag? Your wife is half Brazilian or something?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
His second wife, maybe even his third. So, yeah.
Ew.
And this is the dude that begged to fight Louisiana because he's Louisiana boy. And now you're repping all these other countries, motherfucker.
I like that he was from Louisiana. He wears the thing on his head. He's like, I'm a Louisiana boy. Like,
he just shifts. He's just culture shifting, bro.
I don't get it. Maybe it's just to trigger people or whatever. Like, at the end of the day, does it change anything about the fight? Not really, but it's fucking weird. He's collecting flags. It's weird. He's trying to
weird to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess, I mean, it is what it is, but here he is, 14-4 in the UFC. He's only 30 years of age. He's been in the UFC for a while. And Edmund also been in the UFC for a while. He's only 28. So a couple of guys that are kind of in their prime right now. Shabazian been fighting at a much lower level than Brendan Allen has as of recently. Brendan, obviously coming off the win against RDR, did not think he'd be matched up with Edmund Shabazian at the Apex as his next fight, considering RDR fought Kyle Bahalio after he lost to Brendan Allen on a numbered event. Very weird matchmaking here, but Brendan Allen took it anyway. And he was also helping Khamzat Chimaev train for the title fight against Strickland. Like, dude, Brendan, you might be like fighting a guy like Khamzat in the future, but now you just kind of shot yourself in the foot helping him train. Like, now you're buddies and you're not going to fight him. Well, what if Khamzat's the champion and you're up for a title fight? You're not going to fight him?
Right.
I mean, it's pretty clear to me that Brendan Allen doesn't really care to be champion. I think we've kind of always known, like, he's not championship level, or does he want to be a champion? Doesn't really seem like he does. He takes his paychecks and keeps it moving. But at the end of the day, he's a good fighter, man. 14-4 of the UFC is nothing to hang your head about. And he's a favorite here against Shabazi, and I think he should probably win. But this is another fight where it's kind of an IQ test. Do we trust the IQ of Brendan Allen?
I'm struggling to after the fucking Brazilian flag thing. I've had beef with that for years, right? When America's like the only country that doesn't back their fighters like other countries do. Like, you've seen Ireland with Conor, you've seen the Australians with the Australian fighters, China with their China fighters. There's very few like diehard American fans that root for Americans, and I'm guilty of that as well. But if I ever fought, I don't care that my grandpa was quarter Irish. I'm not wearing a fucking Irish flag ever. Like, Rose Namajunas reps Lithuania because her grandma was born in Lithuania. It's like, I don't understand that shit. Like, be as proud of
Lithuanian flag, though.
Huh?
She doesn't rep the Lithuanian flag.
She wears it on her shorts, and she's came out with a flag before, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I mean, like, what they actually have her as is the U.S. flag. Like, Brendan Allen is literally telling the
okay, yeah. So she hasn't made it that far yet, but she's done everything else, and it's just like someone said culture vulture. He's just switching up, right? He goes and fucking sucks Khamzat's dick and let me learn all your secrets, bro. Blah blah blah. Chris Curtis. Brendan Allen's on my wall. The poster's right there when he fought Chris the second time. So I gotta look at this guy a lot. Chris told me he's a weird dude. He's just a weird guy, and it proves to me that he's a weird guy. I heard allegedly, this dude left his first wife for a chick in American Top Team. He's not even back in the gym because he dicked her over. Now he's remarried with another one, and he's got, whatever. Guy's a weirdo. I don't like that culture switching shit. I don't like the Portuguese flag bullshit. But the bottom line is he's a good fighter. Shabazian, if he stands on the feet, Shabazian's very good. This was a protege. This was a guy who's still really young, surprisingly. But this was like Ronda Rousey's towel boy, who like grew up and had some bumps and everything. And now he's starting to kind of find his way. The cardio was dog shit for a while. But someone said in the chat earlier, these Extreme Couture guys got Brendan Allen's number. We got another one here with Shabazian. If the fight stays on the feet and Brendan Allen doesn't initiate grappling, it's going to be a long night for Brendan Allen. Chris Curtis knocked him out. Sean Strickland knocked him out. Both guys with not tremendous power. And you got Shabazian, who does have real power. But you got to imagine Brendan Allen training with Hazat. You're going to get the grappling. You're going to get the cardio. Although Hazat cardio looked like shit. I know they're blaming it on a bad weight cut. And Tukos, who worked in that fucking camp too, looked like absolute dog shit. So I'm kind of curious if that gym if that garage they're all training out of is sucking the life out of these guys, right? Brendan Allen, I did see his photo shoot today. He looks to be in phenomenal shape physically. Obviously, we'll see. But minus 200, I'm not scared of it. I think Brendan Allen is going to submit Sabazian here. Do I have it pulled up or not? No, let's see him. Brendan Allen by submission, because I do think he has a pretty good back take. Brendan Allen by submission plus 205. I can live with that. I like Brendan Allen in this spot, but the whole code switching up and the different flags and bullshit, like, fuck you. He's going to fucking, and then he'll cut a microphone and be like, they should put me on UFC White House 250, Louisiana boy. Fuck you, man. You know, that's what I say. I say fuck you, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, give me Brendan Allen. Give me by submission. But listen, Shabazian, I think, is a live dog here. I've overlooked Shabazian quite a bit because of some bad performances in the past. But the dude can crack. He's got good kicks. They're sneaky. He's got good hands. We'll see.
He's a live dog. But the thing is like, dude, he just hasn't beaten anybody good.
Yeah.
Like in a long time. Like his best win is Brad Tavares. But like since then, it's like, look at his last 5. He's 4-1 in the last 5, but it's a win over AJ Dobson.
Mm-hmm.
A loss to GM3.
The GM3 fight, he had GM3 dead, and then he gassed.
Win over
Dylan Bucko's not even in the UFC anymore.
Took Petrosky to decision.
You got to knock out Petrosky. That dude's soft.
And he knocked out Muniz. And Muniz has been knocked out 7 times, man.
Yeah.
It's like, geez. He's a dangerous dude in round 1, but like, man, against who, you know? Like,
yeah, you extend them. It's the cardio still shakes me to this day.
I always pull for Edmund because I met him at Extreme Couture. He was super nice, super cool dude. But
I heard he's a nice guy. Yeah,
this is a tough one. You know, it's a tough one for me to back him here. Like if you're gonna take Edmund, take him round 1. Okay. Yeah. But you know, could he win a decision? Maybe. But I think Allen can handle himself on the feet, and he's gonna grapple him eventually. Right? He's got to. If he's got any fucking IQ, he's got to wrestle.
I got to imagine when you're with Chimaev, you're not doing a lot of boxing sparring. I mean, sure, maybe a little, but you're wrestling.
Tuco tried to wrestle his last fight. So, I mean, should wrestle.
Shabazian versus Darren Stewart back in the day where he death gassed and beat Darren Stewart. They both death gassed and were rocking each other. That I had money on Shabazian. He was a huge favorite. I think I had him in a parlay. And this is when I had to drive the casino and place cash bets.
Yeah.
God damn, dude, that was nerve-wracking. I feel like that took a couple years off my life. I was screaming at the TV. It was so hot on that fight.
All right, now we're at the main
event, bully.
BP, I need you to talk to the chat because I got to piss.
Go take a piss. I'll talk about I won't break anything down yet. I'll talk to the chat.
It's gonna be a real good breakdown here. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Tuco's hair kept getting in the way, though. Yeah, I mean, he looked great with the hair. I did not know he had the hair in him. The hair game was on point. Not sure if Tuco went to Turkey, but because he had shaved it prior to that. But yeah, he kept fiddling with his hair. It was fucking with me, right? If you get long, that's why dudes braid it. That's why Patty said, dude, I gotta fucking braid it. Like, because, and another thing too is if you get hit, your hair shakes. It might just be a jab, but the judges see that like, oh, that dude just got fucking rocked. Maybe we should do something about it. But I don't think Tucos was fooling anybody in that fight. He did the Turkish touch-up. Oh, he did. That's a hell of a touch-up. His hair would look good. Luckily, I don't need the Turkish touch-up, but there's a couple of my buddies who do. And they're not sold on it yet. All I got to do is show them Tucos and be like, brother, look at this fucking guy. You know what I mean? Gonner Poltan. I like Poltan in that fight. I mean, we're going to break it down next week. I like Poltan in that fight. I think it'll be an interesting fight. BP's a spot for Blake KO. I think you're reading my mind, brother. Thank you for reading my mind. You have a great head of hair, BP. Thank you. Thank you. I am very blessed. My father was bald, and before my mom passed away, she had very thin hair, but my 2 older sisters and me always had just thick old hair. Don't know where I get it from. His hair was his demise, yeah. Hey, Jay, I expect you to stay on stream and piss your pants like a true professional. Yep, 3 PT Analytics right. How many quarter pounders did you eat today? I do not eat McDonald's.
That actually
So
sounds amazing. A quarter pounder?
I don't eat McDonald's. I know I'm not a huge fast food guy, believe it or not. So no quarter pounders for me today. I had what did I have? Girl that made, I haven't had dinner yet, actually. My wife's gonna bring me home something. I don't know what she's bringing me home. Probably Skyline chili, baby.
Skyline chili. It's gonna be chili, of course.
Yeah, gotta be chili.
Oh,
no,
so-
have we had chilies? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah. So I was just answering chat questions. I haven't broken this fight down at all.
Let's talk main event.
Let's talk main event.
Got a welterweight bout. Bilal Muhammad comes in at -120. Gabriel Bonfim sits at +100. Bilal, 2 losses in a row. Ian Machado Gary lost by decision. Jack Della Maddalena lost by decision. Gabriel Bonfim coming off a KO win against Randy Brown, his first KO in the UFC. We got 9-year age gap here. Bilal, 37. It's going to be 2 inches shorter, half-inch reach advantage for Gabriel Bonfim. Bilal is on your shirt right now, BP. So I'm assuming you're going to be taking Bilal. Well, let's hear why.
He sent me this. I mean, listen, I know Bilal personally. We have exchanged text messages. We have bonded over our dislike for a certain big nose MMA journalist. And yeah, we have bonded over that with some of our conversations. And I think he's a good guy. I realize people dislike him because he's a bit corny. The Canelo hands thing. I think when he cuts the microphone, it's probably not the best. He doesn't finish a lot of people. I get all that, right? My biggest issue with him, and I've talked to him about this, not like aggressively, was I thought the Jack Della Maddalena fight, who we all proved Jack is a bit of a fraud, at least at this point, right? It's still unproven. That fight was so winnable for Bilal if he did a couple things different. And I think he knows that, right? And then he goes out there against Ian Machado Gary, and he tried to wrestle too much. It was a bad game plan. 3 rounds wrestled against a long rangy striker who's got really good footwork. It's not for him. People are writing Bilal off because they don't like him. I get that. But Gabriel Bonfim's just not the guy. He's 19-1. Death gassing got finished by Nicholas Dobby. He's a round 1 fighter, right? He's only going to get certain submissions on you, which isn't going to work with Bilal. He's not going to take Bilal down, right? He might land some good shots on Bilal on the feet because Bilal's defense has been lackluster at times. He really relies on his chin to kind of wade in because he's got a little bit of a short reach, kind of wades in and gets close to you to throw his boxing. Boxing is obviously very awkward, not the biggest power in his hands. But I would like to see Bilal be a little more aggressive in this fight. I think round 1, you got to maybe kind of take it slow because Bonfim is explosive. He's got some good knees. He got some awkward striking, some big overhand rights. But I think you got to put a foot on the gas here because Bilal, what we know about him is 5-round cardio's on point, right? He went 5 hard rounds with Jack Della Maddalena. It came down in the 5th round. Yes, he lost that 5th round. Dominated Leon Edwards. And I think Bilal has that in him. He looks to be lean, mean, and in shape. And someone in the chat said it. They read my mind. I think Bilal maybe even late 4th or 5th round TKO. I think Bonfim, who has gassed before, has never been 5 rounds in the UFC. I think this dude's going to go out there and absolutely gas. He was falling behind on the Stephen Wonderboy Thompson fight, which I know is a completely different matchup. He's falling behind. And he leaned on his wrestling. I don't think he's going to take down Bilal here at all. And I think Bilal's going to get it done. I mean, the best bet would be Bilal money line, Bilal by decision. But if you want to sprinkle, you want to get a little funky, you want to get a little crazy, Bilal by TKO. I think right now it's like plus 575 just for him to TKO or the win by KO. Plus 575. Him late by KO. Bilal like 4th round KO. Bilal Muhammad. You're looking at 2,800. So it's definitely worth a squeeze, in my opinion. Obviously, all that being said with what I just said, tag it with a bit of biasy because I do know him. I am friendly with him. So obviously, I'm not going to be super critical and I am going to take my guy's side. But truly deep down, unbiased, I do think this is a really good matchup for him. I think this is a good way to get him back. And that's it. Give me Bully.
BP, I've made a lot of money on Bilal Muhammad.
All right, buddy. Good.
On a lot of his fights, betting on him, fading him. I've actually got all 5 of his last 5 fights correct. And 4 of those, I bet the plus money side. I backed Bilal Muhammad against Sean Brady.
Nice.
At plus money. I backed Bilal Muhammad against Gilbert Burns, my boy, at plus money.
That's your guy.
I backed Bilal Muhammad against Leon Edwards when he was like plus 200, close to plus 200.
The title fight or when he got poked?
The title fight.
Title fight, okay.
Yeah. I backed JDM at plus 185 against Bilal Muhammad.
Oh, you did JDM. Damn, that's smart.
Of course.
Yeah.
And had a big bet on Ian Gary and Armin Sarukian in a parlay in his last fight.
Yeah.
So I have a good read on Bilal Muhammad. And I think this is a tough fight for him.
Really? I'm surprised you say that. I completely disagree.
I think it's a tough fight. At this point in his career, he's 37.
Okay.
Coming off back-to-back losses. He has no momentum. He has no real hopes of getting back to a title. Let's be real. Bilal Muhammad would have to go on another 9-fight win streak, whatever the fuck he was on, to get a title fight. Not gonna get.
I can agree with that.
What is he fighting for?
Palestine.
Oh, great. You know,
honestly, I mean,
I'm sure
he's smart with his money. So he doesn't have any kids, so not a paycheck. Maybe a paycheck.
What is he fighting for? I mean, he has nothing to fight for at this point.
Yeah.
And that's somewhat evident because he's wrestling Ben Askren in a month or two.
By the way, shout out Ben Askren, dude. That shit is inspiring. I'm never been a huge Ben Askren fan. A year ago, double lung transplant. Now he's wrestling. He died like 3 or 4 times. Like, that shit is fucking inspiring. Shout out Ben Askren. God damn, that's crazy.
That is wild. But man, I mean, this is a former champion. They're sticking him at the apex.
Mm-hmm.
They clearly have never liked him. Never will. He doesn't finish anybody. He hasn't.
Sean Brady finished.
Well, I mean,
undefeated Sean Brady.
Yeah, and I backed him there. So I mean, I saw
Nicholas Dalby doesn't finish a lot of people either, and he finished Bonfim when he.
This is the thing, BP. Okay.
Yeah.
This is where traders, you think as a sports bettor.
What
do you want to think about? You want to think about how somebody that trades stocks, how do they think?
I don't trade stocks.
And I listen to a good amount of stock traders, right?
Yeah.
And the one guy said when he doesn't care about numbers, right? Like you think about you're trading stocks, you have an exit number of like when you're going to sell, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said, I don't have exit numbers, but when the market is in agreement with me, that's when I'll exit. But until the overall market sentiment, if they don't disagree with me, I'm holding. But once they agree with me, then I'm out, because that's where starts to turn sideways. The overall sentiment here is Bilal Muhammad. He puts a pace on guys. He has good cardio. He has good wrestling. Gabriel Bonfim gassed out against Nicholas Dalby. You put 2 and 2 together. Bilal Muhammad's durable. He's going to go in there and he's going to gas out Gabriel Bonfim. But that's just not true. It's just not true. What does Nicholas Dalby do in every single fight? Pushes you against the cage. He breathes in your ear. He always pushes a heavy pace.
Mm-hmm.
Before that fight, what did Gabriel Bonfim do? He always finished people in round 1. So what happened in that fight? He couldn't finish him. He gassed out. Now he knows that. Since that fight, he's been to 2 decisions. He's won both of them. 3 rounders, granted. You look at Bilal Muhammad's fight.
Did he beat Wonderboy, though?
He got it on the scorecards.
All right.
You get what I'm saying here.
Yes.
If you look at Bilal Muhammad's fights, he doesn't always push a pace. He only pushes a pace from the jump if he doesn't think his opponent can hurt him. Bilal's a very high fight IQ fighter. He fights differently in a lot of fights. He has the abilities to play off the back foot, wrestle when he needs to, be heavy on the front foot with his boxing when he needs to. He's a very good game planner. You look at the Sean Brady fight, very pressure heavy. Sean Brady can't, strike. He doesn't have danger on the feet. Leon Edwards, very pressure heavy. Leon's a point fighting kickboxer, doesn't have a lot of, KO power outside of some random head kick. And he pressured him, took him down against JDM. A lot of people say that was a fault in Bilal Muhammad's game plan.
Mm-hmm.
But was there really any attempts from Bilal Muhammad to take him down early?
I don't know.
Not
Early.
really.
He went for a few takes. He landed 3.
Those came late. Most of them came late.
Yeah, how many attempts? 3 of 9.
But the reason he didn't go for those takedowns early is because he can't just blindly shoot on JDM. Because when you blindly shoot on JDM, what happens? You get kneed in the face like Gilbert Burns. So he's not going to take unnecessary risk early in the fight because he risks getting finished. He's been finished before. He's been knocked down many times in the UFC. Against Ian Gary, he tried to pressure, but he couldn't really do it because Ian Gary, another high fight IQ guy, was heavy on the front foot. He kind of like pulled the Morales where he's like leaning over his front leg, and he couldn't get past the range. So in this matchup, for a guy that has 17 of his 19 wins inside the first 2 rounds, Bilal Muhammad probably is not going to try to push a pace on this guy early on in the fight because that's when he's most dangerous. So if he can't push a pace on him early in this fight, is Gabriel Bonfim going to gas? If Bilal's fighting off the back foot like he did against Vicente Luque, another Brazilian, heavy on the front foot, wants to walk forward and get in a brawl with you, did Luque gas in that fight? No, that fight was actually a very slow pace. Bilal just picked his spots of where he wanted to engage in the wrestling. He didn't really do much on the feet. He limited the exchanges, mixed in a takedown, and then at the end of the round, there wasn't much to score outside of him getting a takedown. If he does that against Bonfim, is Bonfim going to gas? No, he's not going to gas to that. He's a capable guy. He's been 15 minutes hard.
Has he been 25?
We don't know. We're just going to assume. We're just going to assume that he's going to gas when I can assume that Bilal isn't going to push a heavy pace early.
I can assume Bilal's going to take him down more time than Angelusa did, which was 4.
Yeah, how much control time did he have?
It wins rounds. I'm not saying he's going to. I did say he's going to finish him late.
Well, BP, he didn't have much control time. Is Bilal some great guy on top? Bilal
but he takes you down. He rinses and repeats.
Bilal has no jiu-jitsu. He has
Marab.
very limited ground and pound. He just gets some takedowns. Is that going to score a lot in a fight where Bonfim is the front runner? If Bonfim can get out to a solid lead, win the first 2 rounds, put some damage on him with leg kicks, with his jab, with his boxing, knees in the clinch as well. Bonfim's got great knees in the clinch.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he doesn't finish him in those first 2 rounds when he's most dangerous, he's probably going to get ahead on Bonfim or on Bilal. So in round 3, 4, and 5, he probably just needs to win one of those, and he wins.
I mean, Gabriel Bonfim's never been ahead of anybody. The guy, low volume. His only high volume fight was Angelusa. And Bilal took down, let's say 5 times, he took down fucking Leon Edwards 9 times. You think Leon Edwards has better takedown defense than Gabriel Bonfim or no?
No.
You think Bonfim's better than Leon Edwards takedown defense? That's crazy.
Dude, did you see
Leon Edwards as a fucking champ? Not Leon Edwards now.
This is the problem, BP. You're falling into the trap. When Leon Edwards, I also have a great read on Leon Edwards. I bet him in the Kamaru Usman rematch at plus 200. I max bet him against Colby Covington. I bet Bilal at plus 200 against Leon Edwards, and I bet Bilal Muhammad takedown ladder up to 7 takedowns, which was like, for him to get 3 takedowns, it was like even money. 4 takedowns was like plus 150, 5 takedowns plus 200, 6 takedowns plus 350, 7 takedowns like plus 600. Because I said Bilal can take this guy down.
Mm-hmm.
Leon only knows how to defend a Kamaru Usman takedown, a Colby Covington takedown.
Only other wrestlers. These are
those are regular takedowns. Bilal can change him up,
mm-hmm.
and Bilal can get the takedown, but he can't control it. If you take a guy down 9 times, that means the opponent got up multiple times.
But Marab does the same thing, and Marab was a champion.
But Marab has insane cardio at a smaller weight class.
I think Bilal has the same cardio.
Smaller weight class, BP, a smaller weight class where finishes don't come as often.
Well, Bilal doesn't finish anybody. He that's how he does. Rinse and repeat cardio.
Bonfim does. Gabriel Bonfim finishes people
by submission. He knocked out Randy Brown, who fucking 6 other fighters have knocked him out as well. This dude ain't knocking anybody out, and he definitely ain't submitting Bilal.
What is Gabriel Bonfim doing in these fights? Is he taking them down and looking for rear naked chokes? No, he's hurting them on the feet.
He fucking sure as fuck took down.
They shoot bad takedowns, and he fucking guillotines them, Darce chokes them, whatever.
And it could happen on Bilal. And he looked at a fish out of water when he fought one high-level guy, and that was Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, who Bilal drowned in their fight, just like he did go with Burns, who both those fighters I think are better than Gabriel Bonfim. The Gabriel Bonfim is inflated record at 19-1. It's never been 5 rounds.
EP.
He's going to have a good round 1, and he's going to fall apart.
Gilbert Burns broke his shoulder in round 1 of that fight.
Right. Because he fucking broken on Bilal's thick ass fucking hips when he stuffed his takedown, bro.
Pull out the gloves. Dude, I think you're fucking nuts if you're trying to bet on a 37-year-old Bilal Muhammad on a 2-fight losing streak against a 28-year-old who has all the finishing upside in the fight.
How's he going to finish Bilal? By knockout?
You don't think Bilal can get KO'd?
No, I do. But I don't think Gabriel Bonfim can KO him.
Dude, I don't.
Gabriel Bonfim has. I literally think the only chance he has a submission. He has 4 KOs on his record, 13 subs. He ain't subbing Bilal, and I don't think he's KOing him.
You're not understanding how he's getting these subs. It's not like he's taking him down and subbing.
Right, I understand, but also low level guys. Randy Brown has been knocked out a lot. He didn't drop Chaos Williams. He submitted him. He didn't drop and lost that fight. Nicholas Dalby, he did drop, or Dalby got a knocked out on him. He's only got, according to UFC stats, 1 knockdown. That was Randy Brown. He doesn't got any other. He doesn't any other knockdowns.
Do you think Bilal wants to shoot takedowns into a guy with 13 submissions, with a nasty front headlock series?
He might not have to, but I think he would. He'll mix it up. That's his game, bro. So Luque's got a better front choke than Bonfim. He took Luque down 5 times
because he didn't engage at all in the striking.
But he won. That's what I'm saying. This is the fight that might not be pretty, but he's gonna get it done.
4 years ago, BP.
Correct, right? But 37 to me is not that old. I've seen guys, look good at 37, especially at welterweight. We're not talking about lower weight classes. That's when the age really matters. At 37 years old.
This reminds me of the Adesanya Joe Pyfer fight, where it's like,
okay,
Joe Pyfer's going to gas out if this fight goes late. Well, what fucking happened? He finished him early.
Correct. And I don't think Gabriel Bonfim is going to finish Bilal Muhammad. There's no way.
The thing. You might as well, if you're going to bet on Bilal, you might as well take him live after like round 1 or 2. Because why would you go into this fight laying chalk on a 37-year-old who's probably going to lose round 1? Might even lose round 2. Might get finished.
But he wins the fight.
But then just lie bet him. You probably get a better number.
I've already bet him. I've already got him. You already know what I'm doing with him. Minus 120. He was minus 150 earlier this week. I bet him. I napped him up again at minus 120. I'm double dipping. And I might put him in a motherfucking parlay.
You're gonna have
Gabriel Bonfim ain't him. Remember, this is the brother. This is the brother that wasn't supposed to be as good. His younger brother was supposed to be the better one. This dude's just riding his
thing, BP. That's public sentiment.
He's riding his brother's. Public sentiment is Bilal is past his primes. He's lost to 2 elite guys. In one fight, he lost by 1 round.
No, it's not. Public
and people dislike Bilal, so they're writing him off.
Public sentiment says Bilal Muhammad.
Gabriel Bonfim's fought nobody. It's never been 5 rounds. Only has a choke to his name.
77% of people are picking Bilal Muhammad. Does that tell you the public sentiment is saying Bilal Muhammad is washed? Okay.
I don't take Tapology serious.
This is the public. This is the public.
It's the fucking idiot public. Let's see what 3PC's got to say.
Yeah,
the chat, exactly. the chat that we have right now, the chat that we got, they're all against, most of them. I say all, most of them against Bilal. Right? These are the fans. These are the hardcore people. These are the people that matter. Not Topology scrubs who Google it and just hop on because MMA's cool right now. These are the people that matter to me, the fucking chat. And they don't like Bilal. No one likes Bilal, and they don't like him in this fight. Big on Hayes Paul. No, I love Bilal. Put up a poll. Yeah, put up a poll. Do a poll. Let's see what the chat says.
Okay, I'll put up a poll.
Because the chat matters. Not Topology, these boys. Yeah, Bilal's the favorite. That doesn't mean everyone in the chat's picking him. I'm chucking 3 units on Bilal. So we got a couple in there in the chat. Bilal inbred. Okay, this is uncalled for.
All right, vote in the poll. It's gonna be on my YouTube channel.
Go to Hayden's YouTube. Local MMA. I dislike him very much. MMA Brody. Hashtag chat matters.
Well, I just gave a very good argument for Bonfim. So
I'm not saying you didn't. I had to come back though because there are variables of your argument that just don't add up. He's fought no one. He's never been 5 rounds. You bring that up on other times when you break down fights, and you don't bring.
Never been 5 rounds until they've been 5 rounds.
Correct, but you have said that on your breakdowns. He's never been 5 rounds. So
JDM has never been 5 rounds.
Huh?
JDM had never been 5 rounds.
I know, and that's why I picked Bilal because he gassed heavy against Basil Hafez, and they went 5 rounds, and JDM sucked it up and won the 5th round.
How did that go for you?
What's that? Betting Bilal? Yeah, I lost that one, but I won other ones. I won other ones on him. The only time I didn't bet him was I really thought the Gary was a horrible matchup. I didn't bet him on that. That's the one matchup I'm like, this is not a good matchup for him.
68% think Bilal. We got 25 or 20 votes. 65% Bilal.
Okay, so a little less than Tapology.
Bro, we only got 38 likes. That's fucking insane.
That's come on.
Could we hit a fucking like button?
Dixon Zider, I think. There's 2 people that got banned and got kicked out. Was that YouTube or is that Dixon doing big dick work over there?
I banned one of them. Someone said I was a scammer like Maddie. I've never scammed anyone in my life, dude.
Oh, someone said something about you. Oh, usually it's about me.
Imagine putting money on Bilal and he loses. You'll feel worse. Dude, I mean, come on. He's 37.
That's not that old, dude. That's not that old.
It's over.
It's not, dude.
It's completely over with.
No.
It's easy fight. Easiest fight of Bonfim's career.
That's crazy. He's fought nobody. He is a nobody.
63% Bilal.
Let's come down a little bit. But people in the chat aren't voting because I feel like 37 still. You're still kidding.
There's only 27 votes, and there's 103 people on my live stream.
I got 168 total on the top of our little thing here. Well, it's been a spirit debate. You got your side, I got mine. Yeah. I mean, again, if Russ needs to implement the fight cred betting, and I'll be able to take some of your fight cred, dude. Because when we open that fight cred store, I'm just gonna buy everything I'm gonna buy from the fight cred store. It's just gonna be with your fight cred, not mine, yours.
Well, I'm on a pretty nice streak betting against you, so we're gonna continue that this Saturday. All right, let's rip some packs.
Well, hang on. Last week you shit the bed on Ray to Shore.
Oh,
I won last week.
Wasn't a real fucking
bro. I brought up the fight cred on that bet. We didn't actually do money or hair or anything.
You took a fucking minus 350 favorite. You're always the guy that wants to take the favorite. I'm always the one taking the shot on
because you fight so hard for him that I gotta sometimes bring it back to reality. Louis Gourlay was never the guy. Gabriel Bonfim.
I didn't even bet on Goulet's money line, dude.
Gabriel Bonfim is never. Then why'd you fight so hard for him? Why'd you get so worked up?
Because I don't think Ray Cerulli is all that.
But he's more than Gourlay. Always will be.
Well, maybe on a different night.
I don't know.
You never know.
And you disrespected Japanese MMA, dude. You're gonna get the Yakuza knocking on your fucking door, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. Well, hopefully we don't get a Bilal card here.
Send it to me if we do, dude.
But let's rip some fucking elite packs. We're gonna rip a $150 pack.
Yes, sir.
You can pull up to a $3,500 card, and hopefully we get something good. HomofightCards.com. Let's fucking rip her. Come on, baby. Give me something good. Give me something good, baby.
Bilal is only gonna be in the elite pack, so we'll probably get him right here.
Who the fuck is that, dude?
Josh Quinlan's rough. That's
rough.
rough.
My God.
Yeah. Yes, that's bad. That's bad.
Honestly the worst card I think I've ever
He was in UFC for a cup of coffee. That is.
Oh my God. Dude,
why does he even have a card?
Yeah, and why is it?
If he has a card, my guy Chris Curtis has got to have a card. That's crazy.
Dude, what he did to Jason Witt, though, people forget. He knocked that dude out clean, man. I'm selling that shit back easily.
Joshua Quinlan 6-5 overall, bro.
That's a terrible pull. That's an
oh
awful.
My God.
Absolutely.
He had one win in the OC. He went 1-4 or 1-3, excuse me.
I'd rather have a Murgliata card than that shit.
Yeah.
Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Come on. Please give me something better. Please.
Anything's better than Quinlan.
Please. Amir Albazi. Okay, that's actually good value.
Yeah, that's a great value.
We'll take that. It's a nice little get back after the shit.
After the Quinlan card.
Quinlan shit card. Lucky Embley.
He's got a card.
That's a cool looking card, though, I will say.
Yeah.
We're selling it back, though.
Yeah, get him back. Good value.
Sell it back. Might let's rip another one. Fuck it. Well,
you have to rip again after fucking Quinlan.
Yeah. We sell it and go again. Let's go, Brody. We sell it and go again. Let's fucking go. Amir Albazi, Josh Quinlan. It's just not cutting it. It's not making me feel good. All right, give me something better, man. Adrian Yanez.
Didn't we already get a Yanez a while ago? That one's signed though.
Like this is a much better card, but
yeah,
it's still not amazing. Ugh. God, dude.
Yuck.
Fucking Yanez. How many Yanez cards are there, dude?
That must be a lot, bro.
I swear, like once every couple of weeks, we rip a Yanez card.
I feel like we've done it multiple times. Too many to fucking count.
Let's see. Oh yeah, dude. Last on Saturday stream, I was ripping some cards, and there was like I don't know, I remember the value, maybe like $2,400 John Jones card.
Yeah,
that was right here, and then some dude in the stream said, "Yo, I just pulled the John Jones card," and then I go back to check it, it's not there anymore.
Wow.
I'm like, holy shit, he actually did.
I saw Anik pulled like a 1,500 or something, right? On his show.
Chimaev card.
Was it Chimaev?
$60 pack. He pulled a $1,500 Chimaev card. It's pretty nuts. I'm gonna try a regular pack. See how we do.
Let's go, Reg. Let's do it, Reg.
Let's go, Reg. Give me something decent. A little, even if it's like not a super high value card, give me like a decent fighter that I can at least get excited about.
Like give you like Gabriel Bonfim or something.
Hasbulla auto would be elite, bro.
There's definitely a Hasbulla card.
There
fucking
it is. He's everywhere. We can't get rid of him. He's in our fucking.
Listen,
dream.
no disrespect to Adrian Yanez, but I don't want to keep pulling these cards, bro.
Fuck. I feel
that's
like
crazy.
Card like 30 times, I swear.
Brother, it's me. It's me. You pull solo and you get fucking rippers, and we get Yanez twice. And Josh Quinlan.
This is a sick joke.
Oh my gosh.
All right, we're ripping one more. If we get Adrian Yanez again, I'll be pissed.
If we get Adrian Yanez again,
Three
I'll
in
punch
a
a
row?
hole in my door.
Three in a row, Yanez.
Right my fucking door.
Oh my god, I'd be sick.
There's zero chance we get Yanez. There's zero chance.
Come on, baby.
If we get Yanez or Chelsea Chandler, I'm punching a hole in my door.
Chelsea Chandler. I don't even think they make those.
Dude, they make a Josh Quinlan. They got to make a Chelsea Chandler.
Bang! Matt Schnell.
Matty Schnell.
That's a sign from the universe.
Look at that. Matty Schnell.
This Saturday.
Matty Schnell, baby.
Blue PSA 10 Prism. Matty Schnell. I mean, shit. I'm going to keep that in the vault. Once he pulls off the upset this Saturday.
Yeah. If he upsets, you mail it to your house. He gets KO'd like we think.
Skyrocketed value.
You mail it to your house and burn it. Either way, mail it to your house.
Well, if you want to rip some cards and you hopefully have better luck than I do, homofightcards.com, collectibles.com. You can use code HeyJai for 10% off your first pack. You can rep $60 pack, $150 pack. They're real cards, graded. You can keep them in your digital vault like me, or you can get them shipped to your house. Like I got this one shipped to my house. The Islam Makhachev Auto. The real cards.
Bada bing.
Bada bing, bada boom. Let's get into the empty the clip. Fuck your empty the clip, to be honest.
The chat was calling for it. I fought hard for my guy. The chat said, brother, you got to put empty the clip. You got to do belong to the clip. Of course, I'm going to do it. Low number, my guy. I think he walks through Bonfim. Bang! Let go, Bully! Bully B!
Dang, you're going to be back to 500.
Bully B! I'm going to be 10-8. It's going to be gorgeous.
Brutal.
That's what Bilal's going to do him in the 4th and 5th round. 10-8 him. Boom!
10-8 him.
10-8 him in the 4th and 5th.
Definitely ain't going to finish him. That's for sure.
Let's hope. 28-1. I like that. Please be Bonfim. You fall for Bonfim. You got to throw him up there, right?
No, I didn't actually. But, you know, I was going to go with somebody different, but I actually feel pretty good about this spot. I feel pretty good about this spot. And, you know, you can call me a bitch, whatever, but
I would never.
Big Sue's. Big Sue's.
That was just a wide line, but I mean, I think she's a layup.
It is a wide line, but I told you I like to finish. So if you want to play that plus 280, come on.
Come on.
We're going to move to 9-8-1 with that one. Then we got the 3-punch parlay.
We need to hit this week, boys. I know my line. I know my leg's hitting. I know my leg's hitting.
My leg's hitting as well. So it's
Russ?
all up to Russ.
It's up to Russ.
Like number 1. Big Bruno.
Bruno Silva. We don't talk about Bruno.
Bruno Silva. Like number 2. Big Zium. Oh, why does it say Allen? Oh, I know why it says Allen. Because I was going to go with Allen.
Oh.
And then I saw he changed his flag to Brazilian.
Yeah,
and
fuck
I said,
that guy.
Fuck that. So I changed it to Zium. So it is far as Zium. That is the pick.
Look at the picture, not the lettering,
Yeah,
the words, the name.
Far
That's
as
how it
Zium.
word goes. What did Russ give us?
Literally changed it as soon as I saw he was making his flag Brazilian. I said, I'm not putting this dude in the 3-punch parlay.
I love it.
Give me fucking far as Zium.
That's America, baby.
Russ is going EWO. He said EWO by KO, but I'm just gonna put EWO money line in there.
We need a win.
We need a win.
We need a fucking win.
We need a win. I think the odds are correct. Plus 195 for that 3-legger with Zium in there instead of Brendan Allen. But yeah, I mean, come on.
We need a win, bro. We need a winner, brother.
We need it more than water. All right, let's get sick. 10-1
Nasty with it.
The sicko parlay this week for BP. Leg number 1, Big Burrito. KO.
I gave you that. Oh, shit.
You did give me it.
I did. I completely forgot it because I really shit all over that pick. Oh, man. I'm disgusted. All right.
Well, I mean, you're getting plus 280 on the KO.
No, I know. I had a lot of sicko parlays cooking today. I had multiple of them. But yeah, sure enough, I gave you that. Motherfuck. All right. Sorry, chat.
Leg number 2. Under 1.5.
Yes, sir. I like that one. That's gonna cash. And then sub, yeah. That's 1831. You know,
1831.
maybe Brito isn't my best play, but the other two are gonna be money. So if you want to take the Brito out and not get as much, that's probably a smart play. I'm obviously gonna ride with. I've already bet my sicko. I filled it out today and sent a screenshot to Hayden. So yeah, what was I thinking? All right, fuck it.
Yeah.
All right, damn. Don't know.
I'm going to go 2 legs here. For
All right,
my
interesting.
leg number 1, we'll go with the first fight of the night.
Man, you doubling down on Souza inside the distance.
285. It's a good number, man.
All right.
Good number for a little long shot parlay. Throw it in there, juice it up. And for leg number 2,
Give me some.
we're going with the first fight of the night for leg number 1, and we're going for the last fight of the night.
You had to do it.
Leg number 2. Bonfim in round 1 or 2, plus 480.
Wow.
It's 21-33.
As much as you fall for Bonfim, you need it. You needed to put him in something, and I'm glad you did.
Plus 480. I mean, come on.
I'm glad you did.
That's some value right there. Plus 480.
21-33. Nice. 2 legs. That's nice. And we'll know after the first fight in the night. We'll know, and then you know after the last fight. Maybe hedge out, maybe do whatever you gotta do. Cash out. I don't know what you want to do. But
if the first leg hits, this is free money.
Woo! Hating on Bilal, man. Join the club.
I'm not hating on him. I'm just being realistic.
You were fucking brutal towards him.
He's made me a lot of money.
Yeah, betting against him, dude.
Oh, I bet on him a bunch too.
And the last 2, what about that?
Yeah, I bet against him.
Yeah, I bet against him.
Yeah, I was right.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's always funny to me.
That's all that matters is you're right.
Yeah, I'm right. Like if I bet against a fighter and if I meet a fighter and I bet against him, if I got it right, they can't say shit to me.
No.
But if I got it wrong, then of course they're gonna.
And Bilal's not that guy. Bilal, he's got thick skin and he's open to criticism to an extent, right? He's not like a Darius Flowers. He's not coming after you like that.
I don't think he's a good dude. I've actually met him in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good dude. But actually, I'm gonna be going to Vegas here. Actually next week for the White House card, and I'm gonna hit up Cody Steele, see if he still wants to have me in the gym.
Are you sparring or grappling? Because I'd be really careful grappling.
Honestly, I don't think he would want to beat me up. Maybe he would. He seems like a nice.
Most pros aren't gonna unless you're Sean Strickland. They're not gonna kill you.
I think we could make something fun about it
for sure. Cody seems like a good dude. I don't know him that well. But you're going to Vegas just to watch the card with your bros or something?
There's some watch party or something I'm being asked to go to.
Oh, okay, cool.
So yeah, I'll be there for
if you're in Vegas, go fucking hit up our guy BigJive.
Yeah, hit me up. I'll be at the Mandalay Bay, I think. Mandalay Bay. All right, get your picks in on 3-punch combo. And hopefully get all 12 correct, win that $1,000. You don't got to get 13 correct this week. You just got to get 12. So it makes it a little bit easier for you. And then stay tuned for next week, UFC Freedom 250. We're going to have some big giveaways for 3-punch combo. Make sure you go sign up and download the app as well. We appreciate y'all for being here with us. 2 hours, 26 minutes down. As always, the chat, you guys are the best. Even if you're going to give us some shit, we are absolutely down for it. It's all in good fun. BP, get us out of here.
Yeah, chat's the best, except a couple of you, like the one guy right there. I might go repeat what he says. That can go eat a shit sandwich. But other than that, the chat is fucking dope. Let's go, bully time, baby. Bully.
Bonfim time. Bonfim brothers forever. Until next week. BigJive MMA Show. We out.